It is a lot of times these kids are in third grade and they're playing basketball or soccer, 12 months out of the year.
Yeah, that's the tough part even coming from Pierre. Pierre is isolated enough to where kids don't have that opportunity. They play a lot of sports, and coming back to Sioux Falls, you could really see the change since when I left, that a lot of kids were identifying themselves as a football player at a young age or basketball, and they're not really letting their bodies develop. And I think parents are putting too much pressure on their kids to be great right now. And what we see in the high schools, we want kids to stay out for football because they mature and change rapidly in high school, and you could have a kid that got turned off by football because of some coach yelling and screaming and wanting to win, and we want those kids in high school. So,
well, I tell you what, Poppy, we could probably talk all night, but my very best to you and your brother as you take over the reins of the football program at O'Gorman. But we got a ball game here tonight. It's the Iowa Barnstormers and the Sioux Falls Storm. And Coach Riggs had talked about on his radio show this past week about his team is looking to build on passion, build on chemistry. As a former player, what would you tell to the current team how to fix those concerns?
Well, some of that just stems from not understanding the defense or the offense. You have to be comfortable in your position to be able to play with passion and aggression. And I think as these kids, these guys out here that are new, and some of the guys that have been here have just taken the ownership of knowing exactly where they need to be and exactly what to do. And then it just comes. It just starts to come naturally and start making plays. And the more plays you make, the more excitement there's going to be on the field.
You played for Coach Riggs. You played with him as a teammate. You also played with him for him as a player. One of the things that he builds about is buying into the system, and that's one of the things that it's going to be so important, for this team to buy into his system. As far as this game is tonight, if you're going to talk to the Storm team, what would you tell them as far as the importance of buying into the system and how that's going to equate into victories?
Well, you do. I mean, the Sioux Falls has wonderful coaches. They always have. Going all the way back to Mike Aldrich, the doctor of the defense here. And it is just one of those deals where you need to understand that the coach is calling a play for a reason. And it's not something you need to second guess. You just have to know what to do and understand what your position is. So you get yourself in the best spot, and the coach knows where he needs you to be. And that's the biggest thing I think these guys need to understand is if they really buy into the system and buy into what's going on in the field, that they will be successful.
What is a team like the Iowa Barnstormers coming into this situation, coming in to play the Sioux Falls Storm? What do you feel that they need to do to be able to defeat the Storm at home?
I think just take away the Storm's top plays. I mean, I haven't seen the Storm play enough in the last 2 years to know what their main bread and butter is or who their main players are, but they got to take away the Storm's top plays and then just be patient. They got to be patient and let things happen. And the indoor game's a game where you can be up by 15, 14, and be down by 7 in 3 minutes. So they got to be patient and just play their game and not get too anxious out there.
Sweat it out.
Well, I tell you what, folks, tonight it's the Storm and the Barnstormers. There's still some tickets left, so get someone to babysit the kids and come down to the Denny Sanford Premier Center to see one great indoor football game. And when you get here, there's going to be a lot of noise because this crowd is going to get into it. But if the Barnstormers come up with a win and break the Storm's 63-game winning streak at home, this raucous arena will be as quiet as a church. Coming up next, we'll be having a conversation with the Storm head coach, Curtis Riggs, as the Storm pregame show continues. Brought to you by Boyer Trucks right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
We all know that emergencies happen at the most inconvenient time. All right, Sunday night.
Hey Storm fans, my name's Natalie and this is my second year dancing for
There's
the
things
Storm. I'm originally from Freeman, South Dakota, but I live here now. Something Storm fans might not know about me is I like to work
For
out 5
20
to 6
years.
times a week with my husband Blake.
Sue's family
I
has
also
given
love
me
spending
words
time
that I
with
have to
my
put
dog,
into the
really
as a joke or as a game?
way of saying hi to
Something I
them.
love about the Sioux Falls Storm is I get to
I
spend
got
lots
ya.
of time
And we
with my
missed the
friends.
first couple games, so
I
we had to
also
have
love
two
our
of the last
sponsors,
2
and
games.
I love fan interaction.
And so I had to come up
So
with
here's to another
babysit
year.
and
Go
church
Storm.
is the same thing. And make it, fit in, kind of.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, we've been doing that for, since before I even did the Storm. Hey, John, I'm going to turn down our mics.
Hey Storm Nation, it's Nicole, and I'm back for my 9th year with the Lightning Girls. I'm switching it up this year by being the coach.
I'm currently going to school and graduating in May with my Master's in Business Administration, and I'm looking forward to continuing and growing my career in marketing. In my free time, I love to cook, travel, spend time with friends and family, experience new things, and especially play with my Great Dane named Stormy. I can't wait to see all the excitement at the games and be involved in the community. Let's get another championship. Go Storm!
And welcome back to the pregame show. I'm Rich Ross. You've been joined by the head coach of the Sioux Falls Storm, Curtis Riggs. Coach, Iowa Barnstormers.
Hey Storm fans, my name is Sonia and this is my first year dancing in the Storm Lightning Girl. I am originally from Equatoria, South Sudan, but I've been living in Sioux Falls for about 18 years, so this is pretty much my hometown. A few things I look forward to is dancing with a great group of girls. Everyone here is amazing and they are sweethearts. I love helping with the community, so getting to volunteer and help with the community is something I look forward to, but the fans truly make it amazing. Performing for you guys is amazing and you make it worthwhile. In my spare time, I love spending time with my family and my friends, but I also like to read. I love running and writing. They are all great stress relievers. But if I really had to choose, I would say baking and cooking is amazing too. But I really look forward to a great year, and go Storm.
The three main receivers. We also need to throw Williams a little bit out of the backfield. But what does this present for you as problems as far as, or challenges as far as your defense when you have a quarterback that throws as much as this one does?
I think it actually makes it a little easier because it takes away the element you usually
Hey Storm
want to
Nation,
focus
it's
on
Sydney. It's my second year as a Storm Lightning Girl and first year as captain. I'm so excited to be part of a great organization where I can live out my passion for dancing and performing, but also meet so many awesome girls, community partners across Sioux Falls, and Storm fans. Outside of Storm, I work for the University of South Dakota as a marketing specialist in the School of Education. Go Yo! I also dance for the Lyra Dance Theater Company, attend hot yoga classes, go on walks with the best Labradoodle around, Willis, and spend lots of time with family and friends. Here's to another great season. Go Storm!
Well, the number one challenge is Jones, the middle linebacker. These next two games between tonight and Saturday, we'll face two very good receiving cores, and then we'll face two very good middle linebackers. And for us, it's a very similar guy each week at linebacker. Both are extremely athletic, very good tacklers in space, and they don't slow down. They got great motors, and they're guys, when you watch them play, you just think, man, that guy really leaves it on the field.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the Storm side of the football. Let's talk about your defense. Any changes that you're making defensively tonight?
Yeah, we will have two changes defensively. Fred Barnes is going to suit up as our backup defensive back, and then we're going to start Claude Davis at nose guard, and Nick Richardson will suit as our backup defensive lineman. So you have Chris Baker and Corey Henry starting at DNs tonight.
And as far as the Sioux Falls Storm offense tonight?
Offensively, we'll be the same. Yeah, we'll have our same guys. We feel like hopefully we can come out a little sharper than the first half.
Success in business is about growing your bottom line. Now, there are two ways you can do this: increase revenue and decrease spending. This is where we come in. At A&B Business Solutions, our managed print services will optimize your print environment, reducing your total printing costs while improving workflow. Managed print services will impact your bottom line. MPS, it's just another solution from A&B, the company that helps you solve, simplify, and save. Our managed print services will optimize your print environment. Ever wonder how much money your company spends on printing? Ever wonder how much time your employees spend ordering toner cartridges and repairing jammed machines? At A&B Business Solutions, our managed print services will analyze your print environment and design a program to reduce your total printing costs, improving workflow. A few small changes can make a big difference. MPS, just another solution from A&B, the company that helps you solve, simplify, and save. Managed print Services will analyze your print. If you run a business, you know that you have to stay focused. The last thing you need to do is worry about your printers, copiers, and fax machines. Ironically, the last thing on your list is the first thing on ours. At A&B Business Solutions, our managed print services will implement a customized program that reduces your printing costs and improves workflow so you can focus on other things. MPS, just another solution from A&B, the company that helps you solve, simplify, and save. A&B Business Solutions. Our managed print services will implement a customized program that reduces your printing.
If you like to bowl, roll on into Eastway Bowl. Hey, wait a minute. Eastway Bowl is more than just bowling. It's a full of fun entertainment center. There's many things to do. Games, and more games, plus food. Great food. Come into our full-service sports bar and grill where you'll find terrific drinks with our popular late-night specials. Watch all your favorite sporting events at Eastway. Visit our website to make your bowling reservations and find out more about the full fun experience. Eastway Bowl and Entertainment Center, where there's something for everyone.
So, with our free checking, there are a few exceptions.
Wait, what is that? Did you just do air quotes?
Ma'am, just relax.
You did it again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're still doing it.
Yeah.
Not all free checking is really free. Switch to one that is. Free Plus checking from First Premier Bank. No fees, no minimum balance. Plus earn interest. Get free online and mobile banking and more. Switch today at firstpremier.com/free.
Possibility. From starting a family to starting a business. Everywhere there's possibility, there's Premier. Believe in possibility. First Premier Bank.
Your body is a complex arrangement of bone and tissue that requires only the best to maintain it. At Orthopedic Institute, that's our specialty. Our services have been specifically tailored to provide the best orthopedic care in the region. Of bone and orthopedics is what we do. Only the best. That's why Orthopedic Institute is the one to trust to keep your body in motion. Our services have been specifically tailored to provide the best orthopedics. That's why Orthopedic Institute is the one to trust to keep your body in motion.
Breathe easier when you have your ducts cleaned by Waterbury. Call us today. Save on your energy bill with a new furnace from Waterbury. Call for your free estimates.
When you think rugged, when you think tough, when you think big, think of the best transportation solutions mile after mile. When you think big, think Boyer Trucks. We keep you moving. Of the best transportation solutions mile after mile. When you think big, think Boyer.
Floppy? No, I don't really remember that. Floppy? No, I don't really remember that. Line Mitchell Bell, D'Angelo McRae, and Caleb Magruder. Defensively for the Sioux Falls Storm, some changes. Claude Davis is going to be at nose tackle tonight instead of Caleb Mitchell, who is under the weather at this particular time, so they'll send up defensively Claude Davis, Corey Henry, and Chris Baker, who was signed just 2 weeks ago. They'll be across that defensive line for the Storm. Then in the secondary, it's going to be Rashard Smith, Elijah Fields, Matt Hermanson, along with Carlton Watkins, and the linebacker, Tyler Knight. So Justin Saravodka, the kicker for the Sioux Falls Storm. Getting ready to kick off. Back to receive is Ryan Ballantyne. Also back there is Rasheed Williams.
Ballantyne averages about 28 yards. A kick return, has not returned one for a touchdown. Rasheed Williams, ordinarily a running back, so he'll be more of an up back as far as the receiving core. And now they're splitting a side by side because so many times Justin Serabaka kicks a line drive, and this he does. A rolling, bounding kick is going to be picked up there by Williams at the 7-yard line to the 10, dances around to the 15, to the 20, and finally Serabaka gets him against the boards at about the 25-yard line, where the Iowa Barnstormers will start this campaign.
Success in business is about growing your bottom line. Now, there are two.
Well, how many times does a kicker, Adam Hicks, back in your day, he had a lot of tackles, didn't he, Poppy, on kick return?
Yeah, he'd be frustrated walking out the field with his helmet sticking up in the air after he came up with the tackle. I'm excited tonight to watch the matchup between these receivers and DBs here from the Storm.
Well, right now the Barnstormers break camp, and they're going to send Roland split wide to the right side. Ballantyne and Hefty going to be in the slot deep to the right. Coming to the near side is going to be Williams. Empty backfield for Partridge. Puts two in motion, one each slot. Short drop, he's going to run. He's under pressure. Is going to be brought down. No gain on the play as Claude Davis comes up with a tackle for the Sioux Falls Storm.
Receiver along with Ryan Ballantyne.
Yeah, the linebackers did a great job on that, taking away the initial read of the quarterback and let the D-line get back into play.
6'4",
Claude Davis, 6'5", 265.
They have the football.
University of South Florida was with the New York Jets for a while. One of the things he likes to do in his part-time, spare time, draw cartoons.
Backfield, shotgun formation.
Now second down and 10 for the Barnstormers.
And not much doing.
Back to pass, Partridge. Cox fires to the right side. Reception made. At about the 15-yard line, very close to a first down as Ryan Ballantyne brings that in. He is the leading receiver for the Barnstormers, 176 yards in pass receiving.
Elijah Fields in the backfield.
Looks like Iowa there is trying to get a good job of getting the linebackers into a position of who they're going to cover, and we're able to get that open window with curl.
Defensive line.
It's a gain of 9. It sets up third down and about a yard to go at the 16-yard line of the Sioux Falls Storm.
Partridge takes a
Roland coming to the near side, the short side, alongside the field quarterback, sneak by Partridge. And he's going to get the first down. They'll award that, making the tackle defensively for the Storm. New defensive lineman, Chris Baker, 6'2", 255 out of East Carolina University.
And about 1 to go for
a first down for the Barnstormers. They'll mark the ball at the 14.
I look on here from the Denny Sanford Premier Center live on YouTube tonight. I want to thank Matt
the Barnstormers break camp, working from the right side hash, moving right to left on your radio dial.
Travis.
Two in motion to the slot to the left side. Partridge on the toss, coming this way to watch Williams. He's all boxed up there, comes back the other way, but he's going to be drugged down on a tackle by Chris Baker. Also in the stop defensively, Rashard Smith lost on the play. They're going to push the ball back to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, the Storm's DN did a great job of not getting hooked or reached on that block. He made that ball bounce right back inside with good support.
How many times don't you see that, Poppy? The importance of contain.
Yeah, everybody's got a job, and that's one of the things we harp on all the time in football. Their DNs can't get reached, and he did a great job of swinging that out and making it cut back in.
Chris Baker now brings it back to the near
new with the Sioux Falls Storm. Had some time on the field playing against Nebraska. Baker 6'2", 255 out of East Carolina University. Now Partridge barks out his signals, gets a snap, three-step drop back. Now he's going to roll to the left under pressure. He's going to go down. Oh, he took a big hit by Tyler Knight. And Dixie Wooten, the coach of Barnstormers, wants a penalty for a head-to-head collision, and I believe he has a point.
Quarter of the Barnstormers' first possession, Travis Partridge.
Yeah, that was a good play from the Storm there, trying to take away the initial read again from the quarterback, which they did, and forced him to run. I guess I haven't seen this quarterback play much, but that's 2 times this series where they've done that.
He picks up 3.
Ballantyne, Hefty,
so it's going to be down to the 14-yard line. Second down, check that, third down and 10. Third down and 10 for the Iowa Barnstormers on the Sioux Falls Storm 14-yard line.
And Partridge
Hefty deep on the left side and Roland deep on the right. They both go in motion. Williams split left. Back to pass. Partridge looking right all the way. Snaps the pass out there. It's caught and completed at about the 10-yard line as he got it to Ballantyne. Stopping the play made by Rashard Smith. Gain of 4.
Yeah, the defense there, the Storm did a good job of just giving the short route up, taking the deep one up, understanding that it's now going to be 4th and 5, and making Iowa make a decision what they're going to do. Looks like they're going to kick.
4th down and 6 yards to go. And they'll send out Kenton Chund of the University of Hawaii. 74% PAT kicker. He's 3 of 7 in field goals. They'll put this one down at the 17-yard line, make this a 25-yard attempt. 25-yard attempt out of the hold of Roland, but delay of game is going to be called. And here's a referee to tell us about it.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
So they're going to back it up 5. It'll be a 30-yard attempt. The end zones of indoor football about 8 yards deep. So you put it down at the 22-yard line, add 8, 30-yard attempt. The long snapper, B.J. Butler. Ordinarily a defensive lineman, high snap, well placed. There's the kick. Goes up, it's long enough, and it is no good. It is wide to the right side. So the Sioux Falls Storm defense holds, and with 10:47 and the clock stopped at 10:46, there is no score, but the Iowa Barnstormers 7-play drive comes up empty. As they try a 30-yard field goal attempt, it is no good, and the Sioux Falls Storm, by rule, will have the ball first down and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
You know, even though Iowa didn't score on that drive, I think they may find some things in that first possession that they can go back to and see if Sioux Falls can mix up enough defense to discourage some of those quick routes that they've been running.
So now, Lorenzo Brown at quarterback, and he will be under center. That is Rashad Mungro. In the backfield, Robbie Rouse, who played for 2 years with the Barnstormers. He gets the handoff up the center, bounces off a blocker, fights for tough yardage, gets it out to about the 8.5-yard line, making a stop defensively for the Barnstormers. Vincent Taylor out of the University of Montana.
Sioux Falls runs that jet sweep option, or it's like the old-time option where Iowa's going to have to be very disciplined in understanding who their read is and not guessing who has the ball and giving up those big plays up the middle.
Gain of 3. 2nd down and about 7 yards to go for the Sioux Falls Storm at their own 8-yard line. 1 in the backfield, 2 in motion, moving around to the left side. There's a snap. Lorenzo Brown fakes the handoff, rushes. He's going to get hit and drop down maybe a yard gain or so, making a stop defensively. B.J. Butler made the stop. Also there on coverage, Mark Crawford, and he's a big defensive lineman, 6'2", 315 pounds.
It's a big down for Iowa right here. It's 3rd and 8, and if they can get a stop here and force Sioux Falls to kick, as opposed to giving up a first down, it's a big play for their defense here. We'll see what happens.
Loss of a yard, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8. Stored need to get to the 15-yard line to pick up the first down. Lorenzo Brown will be under center. They'll start out in a wishbone formation. 2 will loop around to the left side. Rouse is in the backfield. Motion line of scrimmage, and Crawford jumped off, and he said that Rashad Mungro jumped. We'll see what the referee says.
Offside, 99. Defense, 5-yard penalty, remains.
Yeah, that's tough for Iowa there. Now gives Coach Riggs another chance to choose different plays here at 3rd and 3 as opposed to 3rd and 8.
So they'll push it out to the 12-yard line. And how many times don't you see that, Poppy, where the guy that's offside always points at the other guy across the the way.
He's just giving it that he's the one at fault right there.
So now Lorenzo Brown will send Tatum deep on the left side. Also left out there is Williams. German will be on the line of scrimmage to the left. Rouse split to the right side. Nobody in the backfield with Lorenzo Brown. Shotgun formation. Gets a snap. Here's the blitz. Dumps it across the middle. Gets it there to Mike Tatum. He's got the first down. Stretches it out to about the 19-yard line. Making a stop. Inyard for the Barnstormers, but that's a first down, and that 5-yard penalty makes that 3rd and 3 so much more manageable.
Oh, yeah. Coach Riggs had a lot more options on that to call as opposed to 3rd and 8. And Iowa's right there, but only need 5 yards, so good pitch and catch.
Ball's resting on the 17-yard line. Sioux Falls Storm, 1st down and 10 on the short side of the field. They're going to jam things up. 2 receivers there. 1 goes in motion. Handoff, Robbie Rouse, left side carry, tries to turn the corner, but he's going to be tracked down as B.J. Butler brings him down after the gain of about 2 yards out to the 20.
Yeah, that was good by Iowa right there, making sure they knew who they had. Only giving up a couple yards. It'll be interesting to see how Curtis evolves in this set with the jet sweep.
2nd down and 7. Working from the left side hash. Rouse split to the right side. Deep left is going to be Mike Tatum. Deep right is going to be Williams. They'll both go in motion. And they fake the handoff. Lorenzo Brown keeps it, but they're not going to be fooled, the Barnstormers, as coming up to make this stop. They're very good linebacker Javis Jones. He was the Defensive Player of the Week in the IFL this past week. Comes in the ball game, leading the team in tackles, 19.5, and 3 tackles for loss.
Yeah, again, a great job by Iowa being disciplined. Now we're at another 3rd and 8 here, 3rd and 7. Good position for the Barnstormers.
Clock rolls, 7:34 to go in this first quarter. There is no score in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. 3rd down and 7. Shotgun formation this time for Lorenzo Brown. Back to pass, fires it upfield. It's caught by German for a first down as he's brought down by Taylor. In a stop also there was Jamie Bender, but German gets the reception into Barnstormer territory down to the 22. That's a first down.
Yeah, he did a nice job of coming back to football on that one. There was a linebacker there, but that window was too tight. That receiver came back and made a nice catch.
So this drive started back at their Storm 5-yard line. 7th play of the drive coming up. And the Storm have yet to go deep on any passes. But the Sioux Falls Storm relies very heavily on their running game. Now Lorenzo Brown, some confusion as far as the play. Now he backs up, gets into shotgun formation, and he calls a timeout. So the Storm call their first timeout. We'll pause with them. No score here in Sioux Falls. And we'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by First Premier Bank right here on KWSN back in. So the Storm call their first timeout. We'll pause with them. No score here in Sioux Falls. And we'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by First Premier Bank right here on KWSN back in. So the Storm call their first timeout. We'll pause with them. No score here in Sioux Falls. And we'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by First Premier Bank right here on KWSN back in. So the Storm call their first timeout. We'll pause with them. No score here in Sioux Falls. And we'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by First Premier Bank right here on KWSN back in. Coming up on Saturday as the Sioux Falls Storm going to be taking on their division rival, the Wichita Falls Nighthawks. And that's going to be a huge game. And you'll be able to hear that game on our sister station, 107.9 FM. Now 1st down and 10 for the Sioux Falls Storm at the Iowa 22-yard line. Lorenzo Brown gets the snap, hands it off to Robbie Rouse, veers it to the right side, churns his legs, takes it down inside the 20, down to about the 18-yard line. Taylor into the stop defensively. Also there was Jones. And also there was Rashad Myers. Myers out of Marshall, 6'4", 265 defensive end.
Yeah, the running back for the Storm's doing a great job of gaining yards after initial contact. Iowa's getting there at the line of scrimmage, but he's pushing for another 2 yards.
Gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 for the Sioux Falls Storm. Moving from left to right. German split to the left side, 2 deep left. They'll both go in motion on either side of German. Back to pass, play action. Lorenzo Brown, end zone, over the head of the intended receiver. Down there was Mike Tatum, too high for him. Coverage down there by Matt Goldsmith. And I think somebody in the crowd got hit in the head.
He got hit in the face, right in the face. Iowa did a great job there, again, taking away the passing lanes. I think they should feel good about where they're at right now at 3rd and 6. Try and get the Storm to kick.
I think we might have a bloody nose in the end zone. He's checking it because he got smacked pretty good with that shot.
Yeah, I bet his eyes are watering pretty good after that one.
I bet so. 3rd down and 6 for the Sioux Falls Storm. Picked up 2 first downs in this drive thus far. Back to pass, Lorenzo Brown under pressure. Rolls right, fires it upfield, gets it there to Germany. Caught it at the 10-yard line. And that's going to be a first down as he got an extra 2 yards on that. And the Storm first down and goal at the 10.
Yeah, the corner for Iowa right there just didn't anticipate that well enough. I think they had it covered pretty well, and he sat back, and he needs to be able to jump that route when that receiver makes that break.
So the Storm first down and goal at the 10-yard line. This is the 10th play of the drive. 4:48 to play in this first quarter. We have no score here in Sioux Falls. Iowa Barnstormers, Sioux Falls Storm. Lorenzo Brown puts 2 in motion to the left slot. Fakes the handoff to Rouse. Cox fires end zone too high in the air. This time a fan there was a little bit more ready for the ball coming zipping by and deflected it away from himself. Incompleted pass is going to set up second down and goal from the 10.
Yeah, I think those fans in the end zone have their heads up now. Everybody's paying attention.
Yeah. What did Mike Aldridge always say? You got to have your head on a swivel.
Head on a swivel. A lot of coaches say that, and I like that. The swivel's a fishing term, so get your head in a swivel.
Splitting to the left side, Melvin German for the Sioux Falls Storm, second year with the Storm out of Florida Atlantic University.
Looks like some man-to-man possibly here from Iowa.
It's going to be a fake. The handoff. Lorenzo Brown keeps it, veers it off to the left side, goes in the corner. He gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Sioux Falls Storm. Lorenzo Brown made that one happen.
Yeah, if I was on Iowa's defense, that would be tough to swallow after giving up some long third downs in that drive by Sioux Falls. They got to be able to take those opportunities and make the most of them and not let Sioux Falls be able to convert on them.
So Lorenzo Brown goes in from 10 yards out. And for Lorenzo Brown this year, that is his 4th rushing touchdown. And now Justin Saravatka onto the field to try the point after. 91% PAT kicker. Out of the hold of Lorenzo Brown. Matt Hermanson snaps it back. Kick by Justin Saravatka is good. And the Sioux Falls Storm lead over the Iowa Barnstormers by a score of 7-0. And with a timeout in the field, 3:01 left to play first quarter. We'll take a timeout. That was a good kick, wasn't it?
Yes, I believe it was.
Okay, they just had 6 on the scoreboard. I wanted to make sure I didn't look down to it. And you're listening to Storm Football leading 7-0 over the Iowa Barnstormers. 3:01 to play first quarter. And you're listening to it courtesy of Fireplace Professionals right here on KWSN. Back right after this. Down to And you're listening to Storm Football leading 7-0 over the Iowa Barnstormers. 3:01 to play first quarter. And you're listening to it courtesy of Fireplace Professionals right here on KWSN. Back right after this. Down to And you're listening to Storm Football leading 7-0 over the Iowa Barnstormers. 3:01 to play first quarter. And you're listening to it courtesy of Fireplace Professionals right here on KWSN. Back right after this. Of 3 first downs, capped off by Lorenzo Brown, 10-yard touchdown run. Point after touchdown by Saravatka is good. And the score, the Sioux Falls Storm 7 and the Iowa Barnstormers nothing. Now Ballantyne and Williams back to receive for the Iowa Barnstormers. Justin Saravatka ready to kick off. There's the approach, bounding kick. Takes a big bounce, going to be picked up at about the 15-yard line. Williams veers it to the right side under pressure and brought down by Rashard Williams. Or check that, Smith. Rashard Smith, and he had a good job defensively. And with that, the Iowa Barnstormers will start this campaign at their own 21-yard line.
Rich, next time you talk to a kicker, you need to ask them why they continually wear 2 different color shoes. I have never figured that out. I realize they have a kicking foot, but why can't they wear the shoe on the other foot that they kick with as well?
I will ask Justin Saravatka that.
Appreciate that.
2:55 to play in this first quarter. He's a guy that broke some of Vinatieri's records up there at South Dakota State.
Yep, good leg.
Back to pass, throws it to the left side, gets it there to the other. This one is a Rashid Williams, and he picks up about 3 yards or so. It's out just shy of the 25-yard line. Second down, they're going to call it. Second down and about 6.
Like Coach Hermanson's been playing a lot of zone, trying to mix it up. I think Iowa's got some opportunities to get some under coverage or under routes, and let's see if they continue to do that.
So now second down and 6. 2 in motion, 1 each side. Partridge fires the left side, 2 low and away there for Williams. Incompleted pass up against the boards. It had been short of the first down had he even completed it. But it brings up third down and long.
Yeah, here we go again. It could have been a 3rd and 2. Now we're at that 3rd and 7, which is a big difference defensively and offensively here. So Sioux Falls has kind of got Iowa in a situation here where they got to make a couple plays. Either go twice for the sticks or make it to the sticks on this one.
So they're going to send out Roland, split wide to the far side. Williams left. Ballantyne and Hefty, either side, both in motion. Here's the blitz. Cox fires, knockdown as Claude Davis comes in and gets the knockdown. That is his first broken pass of the year.
Yep, Claude did a good job of getting his hands up on there. Again, looked like Iowa had a receiver open for the first down, but wasn't able to get the ball to him.
So now it's going to be 4th down. 4th down and a long 6. Ball's resting at the 14, or check that 24-yard line of Iowa. And they are going to go for it on 4th down. Going to have trips to the right side. One comes looping around to the left, and that is Hefty. There's the snap. Partridge back to pass with time. Now get under pressure. Rolls right. He's going to have to run. He's going to be short of the first down as he's going to be rammed in the boards at about the 20-yard line. And coming up to make that stop defensively for the Sioux Falls Storm was Chris Baker and company.
Yeah, Watkins for the Storm corner on the top did a great job of not jumping the route. He was right on the shoulder of the receiver, so when the quarterback scrambled, the receiver tried to go deep and ran right into him, and quarterback had to tuck it and run it.
Carlton Watkins out of Tiffin University. They call him Cobb. Likes to live happy and at peace. So with the Sioux Falls Storm defense holding on downs, the Storm have 56 seconds left to go in this first quarter. They lead by a score of 7-0. They're going to have the ball first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Be interesting to see if Curtis keeps running that jet read with some big play pass options with it, or if Iowa can continue to be disciplined with it and if they can make some plays out of it.
So the Storm going to send German split to the left side. To the near side is going to be Williams, 2 in motion, go looping around. No, they're going to bring Williams to the box, or check that. That was Rouse. Here's a pass upfield, all by himself. Tatum caught it at the 10, veers inside, into the end zone. Touchdown, Sioux Falls Storm. Oh, my. Somehow Mike Tatum got loose, and Lorenzo Brown found him.
Yeah, there must have been a blown coverage on that because they had 2 guys wide open there. Unfortunately, first guy that was open, quarterback was scrambling. Second guy got open later. That's a tough one for Iowa, giving up a touchdown within 10 seconds.
Mike Tatum on the reception, and that is his first receiving touchdown this season. And the Storm come back in one play, and they take that a total of 30 yards. And now here's the point after touchdown by Saravaka. He puts it up, and it is good. He is 2 for 2 point after touchdowns tonight. And the clock runs out. A new rule in the IFL that the game clock runs during the point after touchdowns in an effort to speed the games along. So the clock ran down to 0, so we played 1 quarter. And it's the Sioux Falls Storm 14 and the Iowa Barnstormers nothing. We'll pause for 1 minute, and you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Waterbury Heating and Cooling and Coleman Heating and Air Conditioning, right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
Your house is not only a home.
1 minute, and you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Waterbury Heating and Cooling and Coleman Heating and Air Conditioning, right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
Your house is not only a home.
1 minute, and you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Waterbury Heating and Cooling and Coleman Heating and Air Conditioning, right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
Your house is not only a home.
1 minute, and you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Waterbury Heating and Cooling and Coleman Heating and Air Conditioning right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
Your house is not only a home.
And you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Waterbury Heating and Cooling and Coleman Heating and Air Conditioning right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
When people are covered, he's able to run, move his legs, get people open, and that's what he did in that last series right there.
Lorenzo Brown, 4 of 6, 51 yards, 1 passing touchdown. Leading receiver, Tatum, 2 for 35 yards. Here's Justin Saravatka's kick. This time he puts it high and long. It's going to be 3 yards deep. Ballantyne up the center, runs into traffic. He's going down. Elijah Fields into the stop defensively. Also there, Freddie Barnes. Freddie Barnes, defensive back out of the University of West Alabama. Says he's a better baseball player than a football player.
Huh. Interesting.
I watched you play football for many years. I also watched you play baseball.
You did, yeah.
Yep, down at Harrisburg. We were playing for their amateur team and saw you jack one out that night.
I did. That might have been my only one ever.
I doubt that. But the Iowa Barnstormers, with 14:55 to play in this second quarter, have the ball first down and 10 from their own 8-yard line. Partridge in trouble. He's going to go down. Helmet comes off in the meantime, but coming up to make the stop defensively for the Sioux Falls Storm, Nick Richardson.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a busted play because the running back did have some yards if he just couldn't get the pitch off or that was planned, but it didn't go anywhere.
14:31 to play in this first half. Storm leading 14-0 over the Iowa Barnstormers. Loss of 4. Ball's pushed back to the 4-yard line. They're going to call it officially second down and about 15. Ballantyne split to the right side. 2 deep, 1 each side. They'll both go in motion. High snap from center. Partridge in the end zone. He's looking to pass. Now he's going to run. Dumps it across the middle. Too low there for Williams as he was covered there by Tyler Knight, but we got a flag at the end of that play.
Yeah, one thing we talk about a lot with coaching is staying on schedule, and that's one thing Iowa's not doing on this series with loss of 4 on that first play, and hopefully they can regain some yards with the penalty from the Storm. Not sure what's going on out there, but they do need to stay on schedule if they want a chance to be in this game.
Illegal defense. Number 3. That penalty's declined. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Roughing the passer is going to be called against Claude Davis. And that's going to give the Iowa Barnstormers their best gain on any particular down in this contest thus far. They'll push the ball out with the penalty all the way out to the 19-yard line and a first down.
Yeah, that roughing the passer as a DB is the most frustrating call you can have. Either we have an interception, they rough the passer, or that's a personal foul where they're going to get a first down. And that's one thing that we would hate.
Clock rolls, under 14 to play, first half. Storm leading 14-0. 2 in motion, 1 each side. Partridge snaps it off to the left side. Miscommunication. Swung it over that way in the area of Rashid Williams, but way too high for him. Looks like quarterback Partridge might have been passing downfield a bit further, and miscommunication between those two.
Yeah, again, you can tell Iowa's trying to get those under routes, those quick routes, and they're trying to read Sioux Falls defense, and until Partridge starts to hit those, it's not going to be a close game at all. They're going to end up kicking every time.
Dixie Wooten is the new head coach of the Iowa Barnstormers. Called his name many times over the years as a player. Also been around the coaching ranks for a few years now. Iowa Barnstormers 2-1 in the year. Here's a high snap over the head of Partridge. He tracks it down into the end zone. It's kicked around. Are the Storm going to find it? Yes, they do. It's going to be a touchdown from the defense as the Sioux Falls Storm capitalize on a high snap from center.
It's like another flag on the field or something. It was during the play as well, so.
Holding, 75, offense, penalties decline, result of the play, touchdown.
Holding penalty is going to be called against the Iowa Barnstormers. Now the defense has their celebration, and Poppy, that's something that's actually encouraged now and rewarded for the best one in the league during the course of the week.
Yeah, we always did that. I think Mike Aldrich started that, and every game we would have a celebration theme based on the team we were playing, and we actually took time in practice to organize that.
And now they do it even more so.
Yeah, that could be one of the reasons why we wanted to intercept the ball and score, just to do those things.
And now the third point after touchdown attempt by Justin Saravatka. Nails it up into the net. And it's good. 3 for 3 point after touchdowns, and quickly the Sioux Falls Storm lead 21-0 over the Iowa Barnstormers. 13:03 to play in this first half. And you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Billy and Hyundai, right here on KWSN back in 30.
Moms.
Storm lead 21-0 over the Iowa Barnstormers. 13:03 to play in this first half. And you're listening to Storm Football. Over the Iowa Barnstormers. 13:03 to play in this first half. And you're listening to Storm Football. Recovered for a touchdown by the Sioux Falls Storm. Point after touchdown is good. And the Storm lead over the Barnstormers 21-0. And now Justin Saravatka will kick off again. Back to receive is going to be Williams. Also there is Ballantyne. And a play like that, Poppy, can really take the wind out of a team's sails.
Yeah, it can, especially when you're a team that is struggling right now. You don't have a run game. Your short pass game is your run game, and they're struggling to make connections on that.
Ballantyne tries to bring it out of the end zone, and coming up with an ankle tackle that basically flips Ballantyne in the air is Carlton Watkins. Tipping.
I like that, Rich, that they're kicking deep. I struggle with them pooching it. I like watching our athletes run down the field and making plays at the end zone. I struggle with the concept of dribbling it down the field.
But that's something that's become very much prevalent in the indoor game, because if you kick it out, team gets it at the 20. You kick it out again, the team gets it at the 25.
Sure.
So Iowa this time with 12:58 to play in this first half, have it at their own 1-yard line. High snap. Partridge gets the snap, fires it off to the left side, gets it there to Rasheed Williams for a gain of 4, out to the 5-yard line, and he draws a host of Storm players in his area and bring him down. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Beal Distributing and Budweiser.
Yeah, there's an example right there. The Iowa Barnstormers doing a good job of staying on schedule. That's their run game. Short passes, and trying to hit one deep. I'm assuming they haven't threatened Sioux Falls yet deep. Sioux Falls is still playing zone, giving up those under routes because they haven't connected on any.
Second down and about 5 from the 6-yard line. Motion line of scrimmage. No, they're going to say that he was not offsides. Pass goes upfield, gets it there to Ballantyne. Storm went for the knockdown. I think the Watkins did, but he didn't get it. And Ballantyne brings it in for a first down. Mark it at about the 14.
Yep, and Iowa's had that the first quarter. They just haven't connected, and until they do that, they're gonna struggle. And right now they're getting a few connections, and we'll see if they can continue that and get a 7 on the board and get this ball game going again.
You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Orthopedic Institute in Sioux Falls.
At least if they can make those connections, it's going to force Sioux Falls to change things up a little bit.
First down and 10 from the 14-yard line. Back to pass. Partridge with time. Rolls over to the left, fires it upfield. Intercepted by Hermanson at the 25, 20, to the 15, and to the 10, and finally tackled by Partridge at about the 9-yard line.
I'm not quite sure what Partridge was doing with that ball, but Hermanson did a good job of jamming that receiver and not getting him in his route. And I guess Partridge just kind of panicked with what he wanted to do with it and gave him a good one, gave him a free one.
Partridge just wings it up, and the defender was right in front of the football. The receiver was downfield a yard or two, and Hermanson juggled it as he brought it in and returns it down to the 9, and the Storm are in golden position again to pick up a cheap one. So the Sioux Falls Storm, and it's 11:28 till halftime.
Yeah, as a defender here, Rich, it's crucial that these guys don't let Sioux Falls in. They got to be able to get together right now and somehow find a stop or at least make them kick a field goal.
First down and goal at the 9-yard line. German splits to the right side. 2 in motion, 1 through the box is Williams, but they give the handoff, goes to Robbie Rouse instead. The Mighty Mouse takes it down to about the 7-yard line. It's going to set up a gain of maybe a couple. Second down and goal from the 7. And you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Sioux Falls Specialty Hospital, along with Craven Bar and Grill, the official post-game party for all Storm fans and the Storm players. 11:01 to play in this first half. Storm leading 21-0. Lorenzo Brown changing the play, telling everybody else about it. Trips to the left side. 2 on the line of scrimmage. 1 in motion, comes to the box. Mike Tatum fakes the handoff to him. Lorenzo Brown under pressure, swings it to the right side. Tatum caught it at the 8-yard line, slips down the side next to the boards into the end zone. Touchdown, Sioux Falls Storm.
Yeah, it looked like I was in the man-to-man there. They ran that jet sweep concept, and the jet guy was Tatum, who then released and went down the field, and the guy covering just couldn't handle it.
So Lorenzo Brown throws a 7-yard touchdown pass to Mike Tatum. And that's his second receiving touchdown of the year, also of the night. As this is an interception converted into a touchdown for the Sioux Falls Storm. They lead 27-0, and now Justin Servatka's 4th point after touchdown. It's kicked up, and it is good. 4 for 4 in his kicks tonight. And the Sioux Falls Storm extend their lead 28-0 over the Iowa Barnstormers. And it has been a perfect storm against the Barnstormers this entire contest. The Storm leading 28-0. We're going to pause for a media timeout. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Boyer Trucks. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. This is Storm Football on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
Storm Nation.
Media timeout. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Boyer Trucks. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. This is Storm Football on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
Storm Nation.
Media timeout. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Boyer Trucks. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. This is Storm Football on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
Storm Nation.
of Iowa. Seems like they're pretty frustrated, and we'll see what they do here.
Iowa only 14 yards of total offense in this ball game. Sioux Falls Storm with 79. Now Justin Saravatka puts it up high, end-over-end kick is going to be Ballantyne again right at the goal line. Moves it up the center, veers it to the left side, slips out of one tackle, but he's going to be dropped as making that count was Tyler Knight. Crossed his ankles, dropped him down at about the 11-yard line, and we have a flag on the field.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a hold on that. Tyler did a good job of even breaking through that hold and making the play.
Here's the referee to tell us
During
about
the return, holding 5, receiving team. Half the distance to the goal. First down and 10, Barnstormers.
And that's going to be called on DJ Lester out of the University of Wyoming. Just re-signed with the Barnstormers this week. He had played with them a couple years ago. And now the Barnstormers have this at their own 8-yard line. Is going to be Partridge going to keep it, spins off one tackle, but he gets only a couple out to about the 10.
Yeah, I guess as a defensive player for the Storm, you got to feel pretty comfortable right now because they're not even threatening you deep. You're giving up the short routes, and they're struggling with it. So until Iowa is able to get down the field, make some plays, Sioux Falls is going to be pretty comfortable here rolling into halftime.
Storm leading 28-0. Clock rolls, 9:22 to play till halftime. And now Partridge has Williams to his left, trips to the right side, 2 go in motion, Ballantyne and Hefty. Pass goes upfield. Ballantyne caught it, nailed immediately at about the 20-yard line, but that's a first down. Making a stop defensively, Carlton Watkins for the Storm.
Yep, there you go again with that deep curl. Come back in there. Those avenues, those windows are open for him. It's one of those situations where the defender right now, you got to take a chance. See if you can get a pick. You're up by 24. Even if you give a big play, it's not going to hurt you. Let's see if you can get him in the back right now and for half and get a quick, easy interception.
9:44 to play in this, or check that 8:44 to play in this first half. Handoff goes to Ballantyne. He'll swing it around the left side, turns the corner, gets it into Storm territory, down to about the 24-yard line.
I like that play call by Iowa. Change it up a little bit, get some speed on the edge, get 5 yards, get the ball down the field in a position where you're 2nd and 5, and you can call some more plays in this set here.
Rashid Williams for the Iowa Barnstormers, injured on the play, and the trainers come out to attend to him. And they're going to work him up and get him to sit up and attend to his right leg, I do believe. 8:31 to play in this first half. The Sioux Falls Storm with the lead, 28-0 over the Iowa Barnstormers. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Fireplace Professionals, along with Waterbury Heating and Cooling and Coleman Heating and Air Conditioning. Williams up and now going off the field under his own power. A little limp on that right leg. I'd have to believe that he'll be back into this contest.
Yeah, we'll see if Coach Herm dials up a couple blitzes. I've only seen one blitz from him so far. They've been playing a lot of zone. See if he wants to try and get on that quarterback right away. Definitely in a passing situation here for Iowa.
So they're going to mark the ball at the 25-yard line, the midfield stripe. Working from the left side hash. Partridge puts motion on both sides. Back to pass. Quick fires off the left side. Ball tipped away. Hermanson, he got a hand on it as that pass was intended to DJ Lester against the boards on the left. But Hermanson all over the field tonight with an interception and tackle.
Yeah, he did a great job there, again, of anticipating who was going to be open and jumping that route. Quarterback's trying to read those linebackers and those safeties rolling down and pick the hitch route that they're not covering. And Hermie did a good job of skipping past that and taking away the one that he thought was going to be open.
Went to the University of Montana. He was Montana's leading tackler as a senior. Now they're going to put 2 split to the left side, 2 split to the right. The 2 on the right go in motion. There's the snap. Back to pass. Partridge dumps it across the middle, gets it there to Hefty. Hefty's got the first down, takes it down inside the 20, and he's going to be tripped up there by Watkins. Going to mark him down at about the 17. First down for the Barnstormers.
Yeah, that was a great route combination by Iowa on that. They cleared out that side. They made that linebacker on the side. They threw 2 clear out, and they brought a guy to replace right where he was at, and got enough to pick up the first down and continue into the end zone here. We'll see if they can get a touchdown here again for him.
Hefty is a big player, 6'4", 240-pounder, upper Iowa. Receivers split, 2 on each side, 2 in motion, and they cross on the left. Back to pass. Partridge Fires it to the right side, gets it there to Hefty, breaks out of a tackle, lowers his shoulder, moves the pile down inside the 10-yard line. Oh, my. He showed his power there. And a gain all the way down to the Storm, 10-yard line, 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, Hefty's got to be careful. There's 2 times in a row now he's caught the football and he hasn't protected it much. I wouldn't be surprised if one of those Storm guys try and rip it out here if he gets the ball again.
Curtis Chin is the head coach. Iowa Barnstormers, 2-1 on the year with wins over Arizona and Green Bay and a loss to Wichita Falls in the first game of the season. 2 in motion, left side. High snap, handle there by Partridge. Looks left, now he's going to run. He's at the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and pushed into the boards at about the 4-yard line. And coming up there was Elijah Fields. And he and Partridge exchanged pleasantries for just a moment.
The corner on the top did a great job. They ran a smash route concept where number 1, receiver on the boards, does a hitch. Number 2 does a corner route. And the corner sat between them, took away the read from the quarterback, and he had to tuck and pull it.
Game down to the 3-yard line. That's a first down and goal for the Iowa Barnstormers. Clock rolls. 5:52 to play, first half. Storm leading 28-0. Now splitting to the left side for the Barnstormers is DJ Lester. Slot left is going to be Hefty. And Roland split wide to the right side. Coming through the box is Ballantyne. Ballantyne gets the fake handoff as Partridge keeps it. But he's going to be wrapped up as he lost his helmet again. And making the stop was Claude Davis. Gain of maybe a half a yard.
Yeah, I would try to do that jet read concept that Sioux Falls does right there. And Sioux Falls did a good job of taking away the quarterback.
So now it is 2nd down. 2nd down and goal just inside the 3-yard line. Roland splitting to the right side. To the left side is going to be Lester. Deep right, Ballantyne. Deep left is going to be Hefty. Shotgun formation for Partridge. 1 through the box is Ballantyne. He gets the handoff. He'll take it around the left side. Turns the corner into the end zone. Touchdown, Barnstormers.
Yeah, that was big for Iowa. They needed that one. Did a great job of getting the edge. That kid's quick. Got the edge in a hurry.
Ballantyne, 6'1", 180 out of the University of Southern Mississippi. And Ballantyne, that is his 3rd rushing touchdown this year, as he carried that in from 3 yards out. And now onto the field to try the point after touchdown, Kenton Chanda out of the University of Hawaii. There's the snap, placed by Roland. The kick goes up. It is good. And the point after touchdown is good. And with that, the score reads, it's the Sioux Falls Storm 28 and the Iowa Barnstormers 7. And we'll pause for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Billion Hyundai right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN. Storm Football, brought to you by Billion Hyundai right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN. Storm Football, brought to you by Billion Hyundai right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN. Storm Football, brought to you by Billion Hyundai right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
Big series for Iowa.
So the Sioux Falls Storm going to send back deep Corey Williams. The up back is going to be Richard Smith. Richard Smith was only the 3rd player in IFL history to record 4 interceptions in a single game. And here's the kickoff. Corey Williams at the 1-yard line, moves it to the right, stops, turns again, back the other way. Breaks out of a tackle, takes it out to about the 11-yard line. Finally bringing him down defensively was Jamie Bender out of University of Alabama at Birmingham.
Iowa did a nice job being disciplined on that kickoff.
So the Sioux Falls Storm going to start this campaign at their own 10-yard line. First down and 10. Clock reads 4:05 to play till halftime. And one of the things that they have really tried to do is to speed the games up so they don't go so long or so late. And I think that having the clock run during the point after touchdown really does shorten up the game.
Yeah, anything they can do to help with that. I know it gets to be a long game for fans sitting around and with the plays or the flags and the penalties and the timeouts, so I think it's a good idea.
So now the Sioux Falls Storm have the ball first down and 10 at their own 10-yard line. Two in motion left side for the Storm. One through the box, but the handoff goes to Robbie Rouse instead. He's going to be brought down immediately and making a stop defensively. Rashad Myers out of Marshall University, one of the two players that have 2 sacks on the year for the Barnstormers. Less than a yard, second down and a long 9.
Even though the score is 28-7, I was not doing a bad job of stopping Sioux Falls' initial plays, but they got to stop them on third down. Sioux Falls got a couple big third downs, and obviously that one big pass play on that one series.
So second down and about 9 to go. 2 in motion right side. Lorenzo Brown fakes the handoff. He keeps it coming around the near side. Across the 15 out to about the 17-yard line. Good 6-yard pickup. Making a stop defensively. Jamie Bender again for the Iowa Barnstormers. They're going to mark the ball down at the 17.
Yep, good pickup for Sioux Falls there. Put us in about 3rd and 3. Allows Curtis to make a few different play calls here to pick up the first down.
Gain of 6 officially. It is 3rd down and 3. Need to get to just about the 20-yard line to pick up the first down, or right at the 20-yard line to pick up the first down. But as I have seen so many times, Coach Riggs not afraid to go for it on 4th down. 2:54 to play in this first half. The Sioux Falls Storm call a timeout. We'll pause with them, and you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Scott's Lumber and Supply Company, right? And we'll be back in 1 minute. This is Storm Football. Timeout. We'll pause with them, and you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Scott's Lumber and Supply Company, right? And we'll be back in 1 minute. This is Storm Football. Timeout. We'll pause with them, and you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Scott's Lumber and Supply Company, right? And we'll be back in 1 minute. This is Storm Football. .254 to play till halftime. Storm leading 28-7. And the Sioux Falls Storm have 3rd down and about 3 yards to go from their own 17-yard line. Working from the left side hash. Trips to the near side. Now with motion. Back to pass Lorenzo Brown. Dumps it there for Robbie Rouse. Goes down to the ground to get it. He picks it up. And he's going to be hammered and dropped down there by Jones. But not after Robbie Rouse gets up first down. Jones and Rouse were teammates last year at Iowa.
Yeah, I'm sure that's something Curtis saw on film, understanding the motions, what the defense would do to adjust to it and sneak that back out. He was wide open. Good play call, first down. Continue going.
So the ball resting on the 23-yard line, gain of 6. First down and 10 for the Sioux Falls Storm. Clock rolls. And until we get to the 1-minute warning, then the 1-minute timing rules will go into effect. Plays into the boards, incompleted passes will stop the clock. 2 in motion, left slot. Takes the handoff to Robbie Rouse, and Lorenzo Brown is going to go down in the backfield, lost way back to the 19-yard line as Jones, the stop. Also there was Zachary Allen out of Wake Forest.
Yep, defense did a great job there on that zone read of forcing Lorenzo to make a decision quickly, and he kept it, and they were able to swarm on him.
Loss of 4. Second down and about 14 yards to go. Need to get down to about the 17-yard line of the Sioux Falls Storm, or of the Iowa Barnstormers, to pick up the first down. Lorenzo Brown works in shotgun formation. Motion both sides. Back to pass. He'll draw right up the center. Weaves his way upfield. Across the 25. Into Barnstormer territory. They're going to mark him down right at about the 22-yard line as Lorenzo Brown picks up about 10.
Yeah, here we go again, Rich. We got another 3rd down, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5. big play for both teams.
Storm need to get to the 17 to pick up the first down. It is 3rd down and 6. And the Sioux Falls Storm this year have gone on 4th down 7 times. They've made it a total of 4. But we've reached the 1-minute timeout, the 1-minute warning, and we'll keep it right here. 28-0, the Sioux Falls Storm or 28-7. Sioux Falls Storm leading over the Iowa Barnstormers. 1 minute left to go in this first half here in Sioux Falls. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Orthopedic Institute along with Sioux Falls Specialty Hospital. And Shannon Poppinga, my guest color commentator for the broadcast tonight. And Poppy, it's really been fun the last 3 years that I've had former Storm players coming into the broadcast booth, and it's great for me to reconnect with you guys, and it's been, I think, kind of fun for you guys too.
I bet it is. That's a great idea that you had players come up, and I'm sure they enjoy being part of the Storm even though they're not playing anymore, and sitting in a different, I guess, venue and understanding kind of what you go through as a radio. It's amazing all the stuff that's going on up here and what you're writing down and what you're watching and what you got to say and all that other stuff.
And we're recording it, and we're streaming it, and we're trying to check on stats. There's no other games going on, so we don't have any other games to check on, but
go through as a radio. It's amazing all the stuff that's going on up here and what you're writing down and what you're watching and what you got to say and all that other stuff.
And we're recording it. Don't know the stuff I missed. 1 minute left to play in this first half. Storm leading 28-7. Lorenzo Brown has 3rd down and about 6. Back to pass. Whistle on the field, and boy, it was a pass downfield. Corey Williams caught it. Nobody on him, but the play is whistled dead. Let's take it down to the field.
False start, 11, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
So they're going to call that on Melvin German. They're going to back it up 5 yards. Coach Riggs taking exception to that, talking to the side judge over there as far as what that play was called and why the penalty was called.
And Coach Riggs is good at taking exceptions to plays, I can tell you that.
I can about imagine he's probably brutally honest during film study, too.
Well, he's on offense, so I didn't have to deal with him.
That's true. You played
defense.
So the penalty pushes it back to the Sioux Falls Storm, 23. 3rd down and about 10. Back to pass Lorenzo Brown with time, bouncing, throwing, upfield, gets it there to Germany. Caught it short of the first down, making a stop. Taylor in a stop. Also there was Jamie Bender. It's going to set up 4th down and about 3.
I was going to say, I'm surprised Iowa didn't take a timeout right away. They let a few seconds run off that clock. Get that ball back, see if they can get up 7 or put a 7 on the board and cut the score, cut the lead in half.
47 seconds left to go in this first half. Storm leading 28-7. And you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Craven Bar and Grill. And that's the official after-game party for Storm fans and the Storm players. And then during the course of the game, and then before the end of the game, Poppy and I will name the Cleavers Market Storm Player of the Game. And when you talk about Cleaver Market, from local South Dakota raised meat and fresh picked produce to rare international delicacies, Cleaver's Market strives to provide their customers with the highest quality. Shopping at Cleaver's Market is an experience for all 5 senses. And we'll be naming the Cleaver's Market Storm Player of the Game in the 4th quarter. Stay tuned at halftime. We'll have the halftime show for you, bring up to date on the statistics of this first half of action, and also talk about the game coming up this weekend, as the Sioux Falls Storm will be at home again, but they'll be taking on the Wichita Falls Nighthawks. 47 seconds left to go in this first half. Storm leading 28-7. And now the Storm faced with 4th down and 3 from the Iowa Barnstormer 20. 2 in motion, left side, back to pass. Lorenzo Brown fires it upfield, gets it to Corey Williams. He caught it at the 8, broke out of a tackle, and takes it down inside the 5, down to about the 3-yard line. The defender was there, DeJohn Love, but Corey Williams, so crafty, he just stole it away from him.
Yeah, Corey beat him with speed on that. He had a crossing route, and that defender saw it, but he just couldn't catch up. Corey got a step on him, Lorenzo made a nice pass, picked up the first down. Could have even maybe got a touchdown out of that, but great job by Corey on that route.
So the ball into the boards, stops the clock, 41 seconds. So inside the 1-minute timing rules, plays into the boards, incompleted passes, and first downs, long enough to move the sticks. All of those events stop the clock. 41 seconds left to go in this first half. Sioux Falls Storm had the ball first down and goal at the 4-yard line. Lorenzo Brown gets a play from 15-year head coach Curtis Riggs, and coach has 203 wins in his career, but if he wins tonight, this would be his 100th win in the Indoor Football League regular season. One through the box, gives a handoff. Robbie Rouse again. He's going to just weave his way to the right side in the end zone. Touchdown as he got behind Jabari Buckley on a great block on that right offensive tackle, and touchdown Sioux Falls Storm.
Yeah, the Storm's offensive line did a great job on that one, smothering the D-line of Iowa. Pretty easy run for the guy to get in the end zone on that one.
So Robbie Rouse gets a rushing touchdown, and that's his third touchdown of the season. And the Storm move up on top 34-7. And now Justin Saravatka will try his 5th point-after touchdown. Out of the hold of Lorenzo Brown, Matt Hermanson snaps it back. There's the placement, there's the kick. It's up, and it's good. And the Sioux Falls Storm have extended their lead 35-7. 35-7. We're going to pause for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Boyer Trucks, right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
Winter weather.
35-7. We're going to pause for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Boyer Trucks, right here on Sioux Falls. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Boyer Trucks, right here on Sioux Falls. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Boyer Trucks, right here on Sioux Falls. Back to receive is going to be Ballantyne. Also back there, DJ Lester out of the University of Wyoming. Ballantyne played at Southern Mississippi. Justin Saravatka puts this one up, end over end, kicks it away from Ballantyne. It's going to be Lester on the right side, moves it up to the center, spins out of a tackle. No, he didn't get out of the tackle. Tyler Knight had him by the ankles, and the Storm also got him up high, as catching him there was Freddie Barnes. So with that, 33 seconds left to go till halftime. And the Iowa Barnstormers have this ball at their own 7-yard line. First down and 10.
I'm assuming Sioux Falls will continue to play some soft zone, not give up any big plays. Don't give them something cheap.
35-7. The Storm leading over the Barnstormers. They're going to send Hefty split to the left side. 2 in the end zone. They'll go in motion. That is Ballantyne and Rowland. Back to pass. Partridge. He's going to crank it deep. Looking downfield. Nothing but Storm players there. Incomplete at the goal line. Try to get it to Rowland, but Storm had a better chance of picking that off than the receiver had in catching it. Incomplete.
Yeah, it's time now. The D-line will probably pin the earbacks, get some pressure on them. It was good by Iowa to threaten deep, though, to show Sioux Falls that they can. They do have some speed. Just let them know that that threat is possibly there.
So back to coverage that time, Freddie Barnes. 6'1", 190 out of the University of West Alabama. 2 in motion, right slot for the Barnstormers. Partridge from his end zone. Shuffle pass, gets it ahead. Gets it there to Bender, and Bender takes it up short of the first down. Going to be tackled at about the 16-yard line. Tyler Knight and company under the stop. Fields there. but it's going to set up third down and about a yard to go. The clock is rolling. We're done inside of 10 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. They got 2 timeouts left, I'm sure, and they just let 15 seconds roll off the clock. So I guess I don't know what the thought process was there.
Going to reset the game clock to 7 seconds. Like Poppy said, that the Iowa Barnstormers did lose some clock by not stopping it early. But it's going to set up third down. Third down and about a yard to go from the 16-yard line of Iowa. Really doesn't matter. 1 play left, maybe 2, but if you go deep, it's going to take up 7 seconds. And Iowa Barnstormers trailing the Storm 35-7 here in Sioux Falls. Coming up on Saturday, the Sioux Falls Storm going to be hosting the Wichita Falls Nighthawks. And the Nighthawks 4-0 on the year. They have a bye this week, but they'll be coming into town bringing their high-powered offense with them. McCullum and company, their quarterback, putting up some amazing numbers. He was the MVP of the league last year. But the Nighthawks coming up on Saturday. And Adam Hicks, your old teammate's going to be in the broadcast booth for that one.
Nice. I'm sure Adam's still bald, so he'll probably be bald when he comes Saturday.
I'll make sure that he hears that.
Yeah, and then you need to ask him about his shoes. Why kickers wear 2 different color shoes.
Why kickers wear 2 colored shoes.
Yeah,
I will ask
just
you.
wear the other shoe that you kick with, so you have a pair of shoes on that match.
Well, the thing is, he's got a matching pair at home of the ones he's wearing.
Exactly. That's what my thought is. Iowa needs to be careful here not to do something stupid and give Sioux Falls the ball.
7 seconds left to go. Trips the left side, 2 in motion. Back to pass Partridge. With time, steps up. Now he's going to be drugged down from the behind. Thought he shovel passed it or fumbled it, but it's going to be ruled incomplete. And Ballantyne's shake it up there and into the stop defensively. Corey Henry for the Sioux Falls Storm. But Partridge on an ill-conceived carrying of the ball and kind of flipped it out. Could have been ruled a fumble. 1 second left to go in this first half. And now the Barnstormers going to go for the end zone because they're not going to bring their kicking unit on the field. 35-7. The Sioux Falls Storm with the lead over the Iowa Barnstormers. Last year, these 2 teams went to overtime before the Storm wound up with the victory down in Des Moines. And now Partridge back to pass. He's going to throw it up to the short back. Gets it there to Hefty. Hefty's going to try to move his way back with a stiff arm, but he's going to be brought down at about the 17-yard line. And the score at halftime is the Sioux Falls Storm 35 and the Iowa Barnstormers 7. And we'll pause for a 2-minute timeout and come back with a halftime show. But you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by First Premier Bank, right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN. Back in 2 minutes. yards a game. He has 4 rushing touchdowns, long of 17. He has 84 yards in net rushing this year. But like I said, he's the leading rusher for the Barnstormers. So the Sioux Falls Storm has really done a very good job of limiting the weapons that the Iowa Barnstormers have at their disposal. Their quarterback has been under pressure, hasn't been able to run or pass as well as he has in the past, and the receivers have been well covered.
Take away their big threats and make them do something different.
Looking at the statistics of that first half, in total score, the Sioux Falls Storm leading 35-7 over the Iowa Barnstormers. Total offense, Iowa, 29 plays, 82 yards. The Sioux Falls Storm, 22 plays, 124 yards.
If I don't answer, I'm distracted by the kangaroos playing drums and crocodiles, possibly?
Yes.
Or alligators, maybe.
And we got, I don't know what we got, cowboys or somebody. They're all playing drums and they're having fun. And I think it's a high school group from this area. I'm not sure.
I didn't hear what they did introduce them with. I'm not sure. I'm just looking at the uniforms.
Sioux Falls Storm on the ground, 12 carries, 37 yards. The Iowa Barnstormers, 12 carries, a total of 2 yards. Both teams around 80 yards in passing for the night.
You know, Rich, this is a game where the second half, it's a great opportunity for Sioux Falls. We were talking earlier about how Curtis feels the team needs to play with more passion or energy or whatever, and it's a great opportunity for the defense and the offense to work on those things in a game situation. You know, it's tough in practice to do those types of things, and right now is an opportunity for that and to get the DBs used to jumping routes. That's a tough thing. I know that Coach Fields, Andre, works those DBs a lot. And trying to tell them when to jump routes and when you can, jumping routes meaning assuming when the ball is going to be thrown to make interceptions. And it's difficult to do that because it is a gamble. You know, and it's one of those things where you got to know what the defense is and when to jump those routes. And once you do that, the more confidence you have, and then that hopefully rolls into next week and the next week. And when it comes to a game where they need a big play, those types of things come out of the defensive players and offensive players, and then you start to have that chemistry.
More statistics of this first half. Again, Partridge, 10 of 17, 1 interception, 80 yards, no passing touchdowns. Leading receiver, Lucas Hefty, 3 for 32 yards. Ballantyne, 3 for 23. Rasheed Williams, 2 for 18. Bender has 1 for 9, and Rowland has 1 for 8. Leading rusher is Ballantyne, 2 carries, a total of 8 yards. He has 1 rushing touchdowns. Long carry was of 9. Lorenzo Brown on the night, rushing for the Sioux Falls Storms, 1 for 9, and Rowland has 1 for 8. Leading rusher is Ballantyne, 2 carries, a total of 8 yards. He has 1 rushing touchdowns. Long carry was of 9. Lorenzo Brown on the night, rushing for the Sioux Falls Storms, 1 for 9, and Rowland has 1 for 8. Leading rusher is Ballantyne, 2 carries, a total of 8 yards. He has 1 rushing touchdowns. Long carry was of 9. Lorenzo Brown on the night, rushing for the Sioux Falls Storms, 1 for 9, and Rowland has 1 for 8. Leading rusher is Ballantyne, 2 carries, a total of 8 yards. He has 1 rushing touchdowns. Long carry was of 9. Lorenzo Brown on the night, rushing for the Sioux Falls Storms, 1 for 9, and Rowland has 1 for 8. 35 and the Iowa Barnstormers 7, and you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Waterbury Heating and Cooling and Coleman Heating and Air Conditioning, right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN. Back in 2 minutes.
Turn window and door replacement into home improvement with the help of Scott's Lumber. Anderson 400 Series windows and doors make improving your home quick and easy. Enjoy instant comfort plus energy savings and long-lasting beauty with
98.1 KWSN. Back in 2 minutes.
Turn window and door replacement into home improvement with the help of Scott's Lumber. Anderson 400 Series windows and doors make improving your home quick and easy.
Jacobson, General Manager of Billion Hyundai. Today, I'd like you to get to know one of my favorite Hyundais, the 2017 Hyundai Sonata. The Sonata is a classic sedan that really turns heads. It's a mid-size. It feels like a larger car because of its class-leading space. Plus, it can be loaded up with available features like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and for the limited 2.0 turbo, the 2017 Hyundai Sonata. The Sonata is a classic sedan that really turns heads. It's a mid-size. It feels like a larger car because of its class-leading space. Plus, it can be loaded up with available features like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and for the limited 2.0 turbo, the 2017 Hyundai Sonata. The Sonata is a classic sedan that really turns heads. It's a mid-size. It feels like a larger car because of its class-leading space. Plus, it can be loaded up with available features like Apple CarPlay,
Family Care, a division of Sioux Falls Specialty Hospital. For more information, visit sfsh.com. Are you looking for that first apartment? Better yet, have the kids moved away and you're ready to downsize and enjoy the freedom of no lawn care, snow removal, or raking the fall leaves? Consider Rod's Property Management with 18 different apartment rental locations to choose from across Sioux Falls with 1, 2, and 3-bedroom options. They offer many different price ranges and amenities to suit anyone's budget. Since the very beginning of 1998, Rod's Property Management has operated on the principle of people first. Check out their property locations and available new
5,
openings.
4, 3, 2, 1. Back to you.
Stay for a lifetime.
And welcome back to Storm Football, brought to you by Billion Hyundai. Right here on KWSN, it is halftime. The Sioux Falls Storm leading over the Iowa Barnstormers 35-7. And I want to send some shout-outs to Donna Sarah and to Holy Help Me Hannah herself. Also great Storm fans, Linda Roach, Pops and Joe Preheim, Tina Knight, also all the Storm fans that listen online around the country, Roger and Maxine Brink down in Nebraska, also to Sparky and to the Simons and to Winnie's crew, and also all the Storm fans out in Hoven, South Dakota, Smokey Gerard, listening to the Storm broadcast. Also to everybody that's listening around the league, I really appreciate you stopping in and listening to the broadcast. We really appreciate that. And this coming weekend, the Sioux Falls Storm will be hosting the Wichita Falls Nighthawks, who lead the United Conference with a 4-0 record, followed by Sioux Falls Storm, currently at 3-0, and then the Iowa Barnstormers at 2-1. But the Wichita Falls Nighthawks, undefeated thus far in the year, outscoring their opponents 110-76. And like I said, when McCullough comes to town and company, they have a lot of offensive weapons to put up a lot of points. And that's going to be a dandy matchup this coming Saturday, and you can hear that on our sister station, FM 107.9. Rounding out the standings in the intense conference of the IFL, Spokane Empire with a 3-1 record, followed by Nebraska Danger 2-2. Arizona Rattlers 1-2, followed by the Salt Lake City Screaming Eagles 2-1, and then the Colorado Crush 0-4. And the other two members of the United Conference, Green Bay Blizzard 2-2, and the Cedar Rapids Titans 0-4. Looking at the games around the league this weekend, on Friday was Spokane Empire 70 to the Colorado Crush 37. And then on Sunday, yesterday, it was Green Bay Blizzard, got a pick six at the end of the game to win down in Cedar Rapids 34-28. Also, this past week, the offensive player of the week was Trevor Kennedy, running back from Spokane. The Empire defensive player of the week was Javis Jones, Iowa Barnstormers linebacker. He had 8 tackles. He had a tackle and a half for loss and also an interception return for a touchdown. And then the special teams player of the week, Jamal Miles, kick returner from the Arizona Rattlers. Again, next week, the Sioux Falls Storm taking on the Wichita Falls Nighthawks, and that game's on our sister station, 107.9 FM. The Sioux Falls Storm have won 63 straight home games dating back to May 15, 2010, when they lost to the Omaha Beef 43-37. But 63 games have been played in Sioux Falls, and the Storm have been victorious in all of those contests. The first year that the Iowa Barnstormers was in the Indoor Football League, they played up here in Sioux Falls, and the score 87-11. The Storm was victorious, but it said again last year there was a 50-49 overtime victory for the Sioux Falls Storm. That was down at Des Moines, and what an exciting game that was. But now this one tonight, so far the Storm leading 35-7 over the Iowa Barnstormers, and there's a big half left, but it's going to be a tall order for the Iowa Barnstormers to get back into this contest this evening. We're going to pause for another timeout. When we come back, we'll talk with Shannon Popping about this game, about hunting and fishing in South Dakota, because he is an expert in both of them. But you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Scott's Lumber and Supply Company right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN. Back in 2 minutes.
This is the phase. 2 minutes. It's not easy to be this easy with dreams. It takes attention to detail to get something to taste this smooth, which is why Bud Light is tasted by It's not easy to be this easy with dreams. It takes attention to detail to get something to taste this smooth, which is why Bud Light.
Back to this area.
It was tough, but South Dakota's a cool state because it's almost like there's different fisheries. You've got the river, the Missouri River, which is one fishery, which obviously people know about, and then you have your glacier lakes up northeast South Dakota, which is a whole entire different fishery.
Yeah.
So living in Pierre, I still made it over there, but I didn't fish over there as much as I did when I was there.
Yeah.
So it was good to go out there and experience, that whole new environment. And my first 2 years there was just like a kid at a playground.
Yeah.
And I think I maybe talked to my friends back in Sioux Falls or my parents. They might have thought I moved to some deserted island, and they never heard from me since. So it's actually good for me to move back and reconnect with, friends and be close to the farm and my parents and all that stuff. So, yeah, it was tough. But, again, nowadays they make vehicles. You can drive.
Yeah.
So I still get plenty of fishing and hunting in.
Well, I tell you what is your favorite species to catch?
Well, I primarily fish for walleye.
Yeah.
But, there's times where we'll double up. We'll catch, smallmouth bass and walleye at times when they're both in the same areas, fish. basically move, migrate based on season and temperatures and environment and what's going on. So there's a lot to it, and it's kind of fun because it's not just luck. There's a lot of science involved in it, and there's a lot of, studying and research, and it's just cool when you can fit it all together.
I'll never forget the picture you sent to one of the Storm players, and they passed it on to me, or one of the Storm coaches. Tell me again, how big was that walleye that you had caught?
I don't know. It could have been, it was like 33 inches or something like that. I don't know. But it's fun because, we do like to catch a lot of big walleyes. We fish for trophy fish if we can, and throw them back and keep a few to eat and take your friends out and have fun.
Well, I tell you what, I asked you where you caught it. That is probably as high a guarded secret as the national security could have.
That's right. It was in South Dakota.
Okay.
So I don't really go outside of South Dakota, so you can pretty much be sure it was in South Dakota.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, you're listening to the Halftime Show brought to you by Orthopedic Institute right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN. We got the second half coming at you, and it is 35-7. The Sioux Falls Storm with the lead over the Iowa Barnstormers. Storm won the toss, elected to defer to the second half, so they will receive the football to start this second half, and Kenton Chun will kick it off for the Barnstormers. Williams and Smith back to receive the kickoff. High end-over-end kick, and they're going to kick this away from Corey Williams. It goes out of bounds. A fan gets a free football, and by rule, the Sioux Falls Storm will start this campaign at their own 20-yard line. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Sioux Falls Specialty Hospital, and the Storm first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, Corey looks like a threat. I haven't been around a lot in the last few years to watch him play, but he's definitely got some speed, and I'm sure he's a threat returning, and I'm sure a lot of the defenses and the kickoff teams are concerned about him.
He had 6 kickoff returns for touchdowns last year, 5 kickoff returns, 1 missed field goal return, but he also had 4 touchdowns called back. He had 9 kick returns for scores last year.
Wow.
So the Sioux Falls Storm will start this at their own 20-yard line. 15 minutes to go in this third quarter. Storm leading 35-7. Through the box, Tatum. He gets the handoff, breaks the tackle in the backfield, gets it to the 20. 25 into the territory of the Barnstormers before he's rammed out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. Jones into the stop defensively. Rammed Tatum in there pretty hard, but Tatum takes his hat off, going to shake the cobwebs and get back in the huddle.
Yeah, I tell you what, as a coach, speed is tough to defend. And right there, the Iowa was there, but Tatum's speed and strength just got him around the edge on that one.
So now at the Barnstormer 24-yard line, second down and fairly short, about 4. Tatum will come through the box again. They fake the handoff. Back to pass. Lorenzo Brown stops, pumps, throws. Cut all by himself. German at about the 14-yard line, moves it down inside the 10, down to the 5. Finally, Taylor makes a stop on him, but a first down and goal for the Sioux Falls Storm after the gain of 19.
Yeah, it's cool to see how offensive coordinators put together packages based on their players' performance, and right now you can see Coach Riggs really uses that fly sweep to set stuff up.
Sioux Falls Storm come up to the line of scrimmage. First down and goal at the Iowa Barnstormers 6-yard line. Trips to left side. Pass left side caught by Tatum, but hit immediately as Goldsmith wrapped him up. Also there on the stop defensively was Bender, and a gain of a few yards down to about the 2-yard line. Second down and goal.
And again, it's tough, but I think realistically, in order for Iowa to get back in this game, their guys got to take some chances to pick some balls off and step in front of some of those routes.
So now trips to the right side. Williams is going to be deep on the right. German and Rouse on the line of scrimmage. Deep left is going to be Tatum. Lorenzo Brown, shotgun formation, puts 2 in motion. This time Williams through the box. Fakes the handoff. Lorenzo Brown's going to keep it. Goes into the end zone. Touchdown. Great block at the point of attack by the Sioux Falls Storm, Kyle Bryant.
Rich, I'm pretty sure you could have ran that one in. That was nice. Good play, good setup. Running that jet sweep again. No defenders there for Lorenzo in the end zone.
So Lorenzo Brown gets his second rushing touchdown of the night. But Kyle Bryant got a big block. Kyle Bryant, 6'6", 315-pounder out of Youngstown State University. Loves shoes. Interesting to talk to him. Saravaca puts up the point after touchdown. And it is good. He is 6 for 6 tonight. And the Sioux Falls Storm have extended their lead to start this second half, 42-7. 42-7, 35-point advantage. Largest lead of the contest.
Who did you say loves shoes?
Kyle Bryant, the offensive tackle on the left side, number 71.
I wonder if him and the kicker ever have any talks on the road.
Yeah, because Poppy had talked about why do kickers wear two different colored shoes. Well, Kyle Bryant, it's interesting because I think he told me he wears size 16 or 17.
Okay.
So he loves shoes because if he can find two that match, that both fit,
he's happy.
He's happy and he buys them.
I like it.
Well, Kyle Bryant, it's interesting because I think he told me he wears size 16 or 17.
Okay.
So he loves shoes because if he can find two that match, that both fit,
he's happy.
He's happy and he buys them.
I like it.
Well, Kyle Bryant, it's interesting because I think he told me he wears size 16 or 17.
Okay.
So he loves shoes because if he can find two that match, that both fit. Valentine back to receive deep. Also back there is DJ Lester. High end over and kick coming down is going to be Valentine about 4 yards deep. Takes up the center, found a seam at the 20. Check that, the 15, now the 20, and going to be tackled by Hermanson as he goes into Storm territory down to about the 22-yard line. Nice return by Ryan Ballantyne.
Yeah, that was a great hustle by Hermie on that one. It's always fun watching him run down the field and kickoff. He does a great job of pushing that seam, making guys bounce outside. Unfortunately, there wasn't anybody outside on that one, and Hermie pursued it, tracked him down, made a tackle down the field.
Ball's going to start at the 22-yard line for this campaign for the Iowa Barnstormers. Matt Hermanson is the son of defensive coordinator Brian Hermanson for the Sioux Falls Storm. And now Partridge puts two in motion. Looking right, throws right, pass a little bit late, but they're going to say he did catch it, and getting that reception was Roland. But he dropped it and kind of looked like he was frustrated. I didn't know what happened.
I think he was excited they caught the ball, to be honest with you. It's actually fun to watch players like Hermie that just give 100% all the time. They're never, you just want those guys in your team. You want guys that are just pursuing, ready to go every down, and he's one of those players that the Storm have.
Gain of 5. Second down and 5 from the Sioux Falls Storm, 17-yard line. Partridge puts motion on both sides. Back to pass. Here's the blitz. Fires upfield. Knocked down.
Nice.
Up in the air. And it's going to be recovered in the air by Tyler Knight. And he'll return it for a total of 25 yards into the end zone. Touchdown, Sioux Falls Storm.
Yep, that was just an athletic play by Tyler there. Herm sent him on a blitz. They tried throwing the quick hitch. He got in the passing lane, knocked it to himself. Ball landed in his hands, stuck with it, and got a pick six.
But Tyler Knight gets his first interception of the year. 2013 and 14 IFL Defensive Player of the Year. And now the 7-point after touchdown by Justin Servatka. And he puts it up. Waiting for the call, and it is good.
That's
7
nice.
of 7.
Nice job by Justin being consistent on his extra points tonight. I know as a kicker, even Hicks, as good as a kicker he is, when you get those field goal posts that tiny on extra points, they're not gimmies.
Yeah, those goal posts are only 10 feet apart, 10 feet off the ground, and in college they're 18.6 and 10 feet at the crossbar, so they're 8.5 feet more narrow than they are for the college game.
I guess I didn't know that fact that they were 18.6 in high school. Is that what you said? College. In high school, they're probably wider than that. I bet.
Could be. But yeah, it just said that college it's 18.6.
Okay, I think they might be, to be honest with you, because there are a lot of fields in South Dakota that have high school and the fact that they were 18.6 in high school. Is that what you said? College. In high school, they're probably wider than that. I bet.
Could be. But yeah, it just said that college it's 18.6.
Okay, I think they might be, to be honest with you, because there are a lot of fields in South Dakota that have high school and the fact that they were 18.6 in high school. Is that what you said? College. In high school, they're probably wider than that. I bet.
Could be. But yeah, it just said that college it's 18-6.
Okay, I think they might be, to be honest with you, because a lot of fields in South Dakota that have high school end, the fact that they were 18-6 in high school. Is that what you said? College. In high school, they were probably wider than that. I bet.
Could be. But yeah, it just said that college is 18-6.
Okay, I think they might be, to be honest with you, because a lot of fields in South Dakota that have high school end, did, yeah.
And when Marcus Smith came in as a running back, of course, he was 160 pounds and soaking wet, and he would stutter step and get just creamed. And finally, Coach Riggs convinced him to run straight ahead, and he wound up setting records as far as a touchdown scored.
It's amazing how that works. We try that all the time with kids. You just got to get upfield. You got to get in those seams.
So now it's at the Iowa 15-yard line. They'll give the handoff, and the handoff goes there to Jamie Bender, and he's pulled down from behind. I didn't know if that was going to be a horse collar tackle or a face mask, but they brought him down by the jersey, evidently, and making a stop. Claude Davis, 6'5", 265.
Claude showed a lot of strength on that one right there. A lot of grip.
They're going to mark the ball at the 14-yard line. Second down and about 10 yards to go for the Iowa Barnstormers, trailing the Storm now 49-7. Iowa scored in their first possession and have been stymied since. Pass goes to left side, gets it there to Hefty. He breaks out of one tackle, and he has one defender on his leg, and he tries to hop for a couple extra yards, gets close to a first down before he's brought down at about the 22 of Iowa.
Yeah, this is a big drive again for Iowa to try and get some life back in them. Get a little excitement, get a little energy. Otherwise, it's just tough. Right now, they're on their heels and not getting a lot rolling for them tonight right now.
3rd down and 2. Need to get to the 24-yard line of Iowa to pick up the first down. Play comes in from first-year head coach Dixie Wooten. Barnstormers 2-1 on the year. Now Partridge getting some instructions from Wooten on the sidelines. They're going to rearrange their offensive alignment. Play clock is down to 0. Delay of game.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty remains.
A lot of confusion on that one, Rich.
Yes, there was. So the penalty is going to push it back. And they're going to put the ball down at about the 17-yard line of Iowa. And they need to get to their own 24-yard line to pick up the first down. So it's going to be 3rd down and 8. 3rd down and about 8 yards to go. 9:56 to go. 3rd quarter. Storm leading 49-7 over the Iowa Barnstormers. And then in 5 days, the Storm are going to be hosting the Wichita Falls Nighthawks. 7 o'clock Saturday. Game on 107.9 FM. Back to pass, Partridge with time, and he throws it upfield, knocked down, and again, it's going to be Claude Davis. Claude Davis gets the knockdown, and his second one tonight.
Yeah, that's probably the 3rd or 4th knockdown that the Storms had at the line of scrimmage tonight, getting their hands up and getting in those passing lanes.
So that brings up 4th down.
Looks like Iowa's going to go for it. They're kind of in that situation now where they're in dire straits to get something going.
49-7, the Sioux Falls Storm with the lead. And going to spread their offense around, trips to the right side, and Iowa's confused. And Dixie Wooten is hollering at his charges because they're not lining up the way things are supposed to be, and things are in disarray for the Barnstormers right now. We'll pause for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Storm Football right here on KWSN, brought to you by Craven Bar and Grill. We'll be back in 30.
Yeah, this is our first break of the half. We've got 13 more 30s to do in this half.
Okay. We'll get her done.
Oh, I know you are.
You have to get those in?
Yep. Yep, we got to get everything. All those commercials in and all of our timing ones.
5, 4, 3, 2,
The Barnstormers called a timeout. And now they're going to be faced with 4th down and 7 officially. 4th down and 7 officially. Roland splits to the right side. Also splitting to the right side is Jamie Bender. 2 deep. And they'll both go in motion, Ballantyne and Hefty. Back to pass on 4th down. Quarterback pressured, tries to dump it away. He's tackled as he passes it. He did not get it past the line of scrimmage. And I don't know if there was a defender there, but they're not going to rule a penalty for downing the ball. It's going to be turned over on down.
Yeah, I was watching Rashard Smith, the corner for Sioux Falls on that one, and he didn't even backpedal. He just sat at the sticks knowing that Iowa was going to run a short route. Wasn't even worried about them threatening deep. That was his main read. He wasn't open, and then he had to throw it away.
We're going to take a media timeout, so we'll pause for a full minute. 7:33 to play third quarter, 49-7. The Sioux Falls Storm with the lead. And you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by First Premier Bank, right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN. Back in 1 minute.
Sleep, catnap,
1 minute.
doze, dream, snore, pray.
All right.
Giggle, snuggle, hug.
Read a book.
Watch TV.
Relax with your pet.
Unwind with your kids.
Perky, playful, passion.
All rested, re-energized, and peppy.
Nothing. Snore, pray.
All right.
Giggle, snuggle, hug.
Read a book.
Watch TV.
Relax with your pet.
Unwind with your kids.
Perky, playful, passion.
All rested, re-energized, and peppy.
Nothing. Snore, pray.
All right.
Giggle, snuggle, hug.
Read a book.
Watch TV.
Relax with your pet.
Unwind with your kids.
Perky, playful, passion.
All rested, re-energized, and peppy.
Nothing.
Snore, pray. 49-7. And you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Fireplace Professionals. This segment. And the Sioux Falls Storm have the ball. 1st down and 10 at the Iowa 17-yard line. At the 17-yard line after taking over on downs. 1st down and 10. Storm take one through the box, but they give it off to Robbie Rouse instead. Box steps in the middle. Veers it off to the left, takes it down to the 10, all the way down to the 4-yard line.
Great run. I think you're going to see a lot of that here in this quarter.
Robbie Rouse, they call him the Mighty Mouse. 5'6", 190-pounder out of Fresno State University. Played the last 2 years with the Iowa Barnstormers and was their leading rusher. Now the Storm have a ball, 1st down and goal at the 4-yard line. Fake the handoff to Rouse, throws end zone, caught German, touchdown Sioux Falls Storm. Melvin German the third, they call him Mank, out of Florida Atlantic University, gets the touchdown, and the Storm riding the boards on their touchdown celebration. And the Sioux Falls Storm move up on top 55-7.
Congratulations from Culvers and welcome to the Legion.
But it's from 4 yards out, and Lorenzo Brown gets the passing touchdown, and that is his 3rd passing touchdown of the night. This one he gets to German, his 1st. Point after touchdown by Justin Saravatka, and the kick is good. And Justin Saravatka on the night, 8 of 8 point afters tonight. 6:07 left to play in this third quarter. Storm leading 56-7 over the Iowa Barnstormers, and we'll pause for 30 seconds. And you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Waterbury Heating and Cooling and Coleman Heating and Air Conditioning, right here on KWSN. Back in 30 seconds.
When winter weather strikes, count on the KSFY News team to cover it like no one else.
We have live team coverage of the snowstorm in Yankton, Pugh, and Sioux Falls tonight.
Our team is on alert across the region.
The crews here in Yankton are working hard.
When winter winter weather strikes, count on the KSFY News Team to cover it like no one else.
We have live team coverage of the snowstorm in Yankton, Pierre, and Sioux Falls tonight.
Our team is on alert across the region.
The crews here in Yankton are working hard.
When winter weather strikes, count on the KSFY News Team to cover it like no one else.
Kick was good, capping off a two-play drive, 17 yards, 45 seconds after the Storm defense had held on downs. And you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by... Kick was good, capping off a two-play drive, 17 yards, 45 seconds after the Storm defense had held on downs. And you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by... As he never got out, and a whole host of Storm defenders in on that tackle in the end zone.
Yeah, I don't know what to say on that one, Rich. I'm not sure if the sun got in his eyes, but it just looked like he didn't know where that ball was at or thought it might go out of bounds, but
it was up against the boards at about the 2-yard line, and I'm not sure if he thought it was going to go out of bounds, and he let it come down and bounced inbounds. It went in the end zone, and he tried to track it down and bring it out, but he could not. And with that, the score now stands, the Sioux Falls Storm 58 and the Iowa Barnstormers 7.
So explain that. We get, or the Storm gets 2 points on that? 1 point, and they get the ball at 5.
Yep. So now the Iowa Barnstormers at their own 5-yard line, 5:53 to play third quarter. They have it at their own 5-yard line. Partridge fires it upfield, reception made, and it's caught there by DJ Lester. That's a first down at about the 16-yard line.
Yep, still staying true to trying to hit those curls, those under routes. Continue to try and get those done.
Clock rolls, 5:34 to play third quarter. Storm leading 58-7.
Tough thing about those curl routes is just getting your linebackers in those passing lanes.
So Partridge at quarterback, 6'4", 245 out of Missouri Western. Had a tryout with the Minnesota Vikings, had some time in the CFL. Here's the blitz. Pass goes upfield, knocked down again! As the Sioux Falls Storm continue their pressure on Partridge and continue to knock down his passes. That's going to bring up second down and 10 from the Iowa 16-yard line.
Yeah, one of the rare times today that Sioux Falls, or tonight that Sioux Falls blitzed. Same outcome, though. Last time they blitzed, they got their hands up and knocked the ball down.
I'll check on those stats to see how many broken passes have been in this contest. Second down and 10 for the Barnstormers at their own 16. Here's the blitz again, and Partridge lets it fly downfield. Ballantyne can't find it. Flag comes out over his head, incomplete. And we probably got pass interference of some kind. Partridge took a big hit by one of the Storm players, but no flag.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the linebacker left too early on that blitz or if they called a hold. It's at the line of scrimmage, though.
Holding, 72, offense. Illegal contact, number 2, defense. By rule, those fouls will offset. Remains, second down.
So offsetting penalties, will play that one again.
There's 2 blitzes in a row from Coach Hermanson on this series. We'll see what happens next year with it.
Did you have Coach Hermanson as the defensive coordinator?
I did a little bit, yep. By the end of the year, we can kind of figure out his body language and what call was going to come in next, to be honest with you.
So the Barnstormers, second down and 10, gets the pass, gets it to Hefty. Caught it for about 7 yards as he crossed the 20 out to about the 24-yard line. And that's going to set up third down and about 2 yards to go for the Barnstormers, trailing the Storm 57-7.
And then obviously I had Mike Aldrich for most of my career here, but Justin Landis was our other safety, and Justin could get fired up.
Oh my, yeah.
So if Justin was fired up, you knew a blitz was coming from Coach Aldrich, and it was Justin's number coming. So now third down and about 2 yards to go.
Here's the blitz again. The pass goes upfield. It's caught for a first down as they got that to Roland down at about the 20-yard line. And a new linebacker is playing linebacker for the Sioux Falls Storm. That's probably why the Storm is blitzing so much, as Elijah Fields playing linebacker instead of Tyler Knight. But a first down for the Barnstormers. They have the ball at the Sioux Falls Storm 21-yard line.
What do they dress for players? 21?
21
yeah.
roster,
man roster.
Pass defense, the Storm has had 4 broken passes tonight.
And I think those have all been at the line of scrimmage.
I think you're right. I think you're right, Shannon. First down and 10. Here's another flag. This one's thrown by the back judge. A delay of game, and that's at least the second delay of game against the Barnstormers, so that's going to back it up. It'll be first down and 15, and the ball is resting at the Iowa 24-yard line.
Yep, I think Matt Hermanson had 1 breakup, and then the rest have been at the line of scrimmage.
Penalties in this contest. The Iowa Barnstormers have been penalized 4 times for a total of 19 yards. Back to pass. Partridge looking, fires upfield. Picked off there by Smith. He returns it from the 15 to the 20 to the 25. And finally going to be brought down at about the 17-yard line of the Iowa Barnstormers as Richard Smith gets his second interception of the year.
Yeah, when offenses don't threaten deep, the DBs can sit on short routes, just like Richard did there. I talked a couple series ago how Richard was sitting on a short route because he hasn't felt pressure or threatened all night long. And he did a great job there reading the quarterback and jumping that route and getting a pick for himself.
So the ball is going to be on the 17-yard line of the Iowa Barnstormers. And there's 2:11 left to go in the third quarter, but we're going to take a media timeout and pause for 1 minute. You're listening to Storm Football. And it's brought to you by, this segment brought to you by Scott's Lumber and Supply Company right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio. AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN back in 1.
Jeff and Debbie Luther recently remodeled Monday evening football. Their new heat and glow from Fireplace Professionals made all the difference. The double fireplace gives off plenty of heat and makes the house cozy warm. It's a popular place to hang out for the entire family.
Then Riggs comes up here after the game. You get a chance to talk to him again.
Nice.
Fireplace Professionals made all the difference. The double fireplace gives off plenty of heat and makes the house cozy warm. It's a popular place to hang out for the entire family.
Then Riggs comes up here after the game. You get a chance to talk to him again.
Nice.
Fireplace Professionals made all the difference. The double fireplace gives off plenty of heat and makes the house cozy warm. It's a popular place to hang out for the entire family.
Then Riggs comes up here after the game. You get a chance to talk to him again.
Nice.
57-7. I had said 58 earlier, but it is 57 with the Rouge point, but it's 57-7. And now the Sioux Falls Storm have first down and 10 at the Iowa 17. Back to pass, Lorenzo Brown. Looking, he's going to run. He's got the 15, and he's going to be tripped up. Kind of half dives and didn't slide really very pretty or nothing. And he gets it down to about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, anytime you have a quarterback that can run and you have to drop your linebackers to get to those curl routes, it becomes a problem for the defense. And Lorenzo does a good job of seeing the field and realizing that he's got open space so he can get up in those seams.
The backup quarterback for the Sioux Falls Storm is Drew Powell, a left-hander. We've kid him because that's why Coach Riggs likes him, because he's left-handed, as his coach is.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Here's Lorenzo Brown on the toss. Goes to Robbie Rouse at the 15 to the 10. And it's going to take a defender riding his back to bring him down. And that was Rashad Myers. But Robbie Rouse picks up the first down. It's going to be first down and goal at the 5-yard line.
I tell you what, Robbie gets north and south. That guy likes to hit. It seems like he's putting his foot in the ground and getting to where he needs to go now. There's not a lot of juking going there.
Robbie Rouse out of Fresno State University. And one through the box, but they give the handoff, goes to Robbie Rouse, lowers his shoulder and bowls into the end zone falling backwards, touchdown Sioux Falls Storm. And Rouse gets his second rushing touchdown of the night. And Robbie Rouse carries it in from 5 yards out. And the Sioux Falls Storm extend their lead 63-7 with a point after touchdown by Saravatka coming up. This will be his 9th PAT of the night. Out of the hold of Lorenzo Brown, Matt Hermanson will snap it back. And this kick is up.
It's good.
And it is good. I was thinking we probably would have jinxed him by
We
talking.
might have. Yep. We might have.
Well, Poppy, we'll pause for, we'll keep it right here. There's only 5 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Storm leading by a score of 64-7.
So, Rich, does anybody interview you when they're on the headsets when they're up here?
No.
They don't ask you questions?
No, I have the controls to turn down their mic.
Oh,
so
okay. I got you.
I can cut them right off. You know, the largest, I talked about this earlier, but the largest margin of victory for the Sioux Falls Storm was a total of 76 points. And that was against the Iowa Barnstormers on April 25th, 2015. For the Sioux Falls Storm was a total of 76 points. And that was against the Iowa Barnstormers on April 25th, 2015. For the Sioux Falls Storm was a total of 76 points. And that was against the Iowa Barnstormers on April 25th, 2015. For the Sioux Falls Storm was a total of 76 points. And that was against the Iowa Barnstormers on April 25th, 2015. And I believe that is Fields. Yes, Fields. But we've ended the third quarter of play. And folks, we have the final verse, the final stanza coming at you from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. The score after 3, the Sioux Falls Storm 64 and the Iowa Barnstormers 7. We'll pause for this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Storm Football right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio. AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
Storm Nation, get set for Monday Night Storm Football. What's been so synonymous for the last 46 years, pro football on a Monday night is coming to the Premier Center. Your Sioux Falls Storm will lace them up with
Was he really?
Yep.
So he played with Warner.
He did. I believe he did, yep. And then he played in the XFL 1 year.
1 year.
And then he played with Green Bay in camp.
Yeah.
And then got cut. And then he hung out with me and Gregory for a while.
Uh-huh.
And then he ended up at Cincinnati. And then he played with Green Bay in camp.
Yeah.
And then got cut. And then he hung out with me and Gregory for a while.
Uh-huh.
And then he ended up at Cincinnati. And then he played with Green Bay in camp.
Yeah.
And then got cut. And then he hung out with me and Gregory for a while.
Uh-huh.
And then he ended up at Cincinnati. And then he played with Green Bay in camp.
Yeah.
And then got cut. And then he hung out with me and Gregory for a while.
Uh-huh.
And then he ended up at Cincinnati.
defensively, but he carries it out to about the 24-yard line of first down.
Yeah, again, you can see Hermanson's will to get to the football. He's always around the ball, getting there, making hits, making plays. One of those guys you just need on the field.
Matt Hermanson played at the University of Montana. Came in the ballgame, 13 and a half tackles, a tackle for loss and an interception, broken pass. He has a pick tonight. Barnstormers, new set of downs. This time they give the handoff, and it goes inside to Bender, and he won't go down. Finally falls backwards, gains about 5 yards, down to about the 21-yard line of the Sioux Falls Storm.
Yeah, one of those plays where defensively he's got to wrap up. Made good contact, had guys there at the ball, and Iowa did a good job of fighting, moving his feet, getting extra yards.
Bender, a defensive back, normally out of the University of Alabama at Birmingham, now being recruited to play running back. Rasheed Williams out of the game right now for the Barnstormers. Fakes the handoff. Partridge going to keep it. Hermanson again, and this time a tackle for loss. A couple of yards back to about the 23-yard line. Yep. And he's making a case for the player of the game, in my opinion.
I was going to say, just got tackled for a loss, pass breakup, interception.
We'll be naming the Cleavers Market player of the game. And some fans that have been chosen will have a chance to meet the player of the game, sponsored by Cleavers Market. And they'll have a special ceremony at the end of the contest tonight. So the Barnstormers on the Sioux Falls Storm, 22-yard line. Two in motion to the right side. Back to pass. Partridge dumps it off, gets it there. Instead to Bender. He's going to kind of stagger his way down inside the 15, down to about the 12-yard line. And that's a first down. It looked like he really didn't know which direction he wanted to go, but he just kept moving forward.
Yep, he did. That's probably one of the bigger plays they've had all night, Rich, to be honest with you.
So he takes it down to the 12-yard line. That's going to be a first down again for the Iowa Barnstormers, second one in this drive. Through 3 quarters of play, Partridge 15 of 27, 118 yards. Bender gets the carry again. This time he's going to be wrapped up and brought down for a gain, probably about 3 yards. But making the stop defensively for the Sioux Falls Storm, Nick Richardson out of Abilene Christian University.
Yeah, it seems like Iowa right now is trying to find something positive, and they've kind of changed a little bit. Bringing in 24, running some read games with him, getting the ball to him a little bit, which has been successful here, so we'll see if they continue with that.
But Partridge, 118 yards in passing, no passing touchdowns. And now, second down and about 6. Toss coming to the near side. Bender reverses direction, picks up a couple yards, but we got a couple of flags coming down. Bender's going to be tackled down at about the 7-yard line of the Sioux Falls Storm, but flag on the field. And here's the referee to tell us about it.
Personal foul, 56. Defense, half the distance to the goal, automatic, first down.
Yeah, there's a helmet on the ground. I don't know if they got hands to face on that, ripping off the helmet, what it might have been, but either way, positive for Iowa on that one.
Nick Richardson flagged for the penalty. They're going to march it down inside the 5-yard line, mark it down at right at the 4. First down and goal for the Iowa Barnstormers. 11:49 to play in this fourth quarter. Barnstormers trailing 64-7. And Roland splitting to the right side of the field, working from the right side hash are the Barnstormers. 2 in motion, right slot. Partridge gets a pass, fakes the handoff, going to carry it himself. Drugged down from behind, down at about the 1-yard line. Making a stop was Chris Baker out of East Carolina University.
Yeah, finally Iowa's got something to threaten Sioux Falls, which is number 24. He's made a couple good plays here. They're trying to get in the ball, and on that play, the quarterback kept it. Sioux Falls was out of position. They got positive yards in that and almost scored.
You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Beal Distributing and Budweiser. Rolling again, splitting to the right side. Hefty's going to be deep along with Ballantyne on the right. As Bender to the left of Partridge at quarterback. Second and goal from the 1-yard line. It's going to be the quarterback again. He dives over the pile, extending the football. Broke the plane. Touchdown, Iowa Barnstormers.
Yep, it's good to see Iowa still fighting. Still trying to make this a game, trying to get something out of it.
So Partridge gets the rushing touchdown. And Iowa looks like they're going to go for 2.
Might as well. I'm assuming they have a choice to put the ball on a hash.
Yes, they do. They can move that to whatever hash that they would like to.
I gotcha. Seems wider than the normal hashes, so I wasn't sure what the rule was on that.
Well, there's actually a couple different hash marks that they mark. They have the ones going down the center of the field, then they have the outside one where this is extended now. There's a snap on the 2-point try. Partridge looking all kinds of time, fires in the end zone. Incomplete, tried to get it to Ballantyne, and some of the Barnstormers looking for a flag that is not forthcoming. So the 2-point fails, and the score stands. It is the Sioux Falls Storm 64 and the Iowa Barnstormers 13. And we'll pause for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Orthopedic Institute, right here on KWSN. Back in 30.
The Sioux Falls Specialty Hospital and Orthopedic Institute are teaming up once again this season with the Storm to support the club's Hand Off the Kids community program that's committed to enriching the lives of children. Also, with partnership help from Pepsi Beverages, First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, the Storm will be able to distribute over 1,000. Hospital and Orthopedic Institute are teaming up once again this season with the Storm to support the club's Hand Off the Kids community program that's committed to enriching the lives of children. Also, with partnership help from Pepsi Beverages, First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, the Storm will be able to distribute over 1,000. Hospital and Orthopedic Institute are teaming up once again this season with the Storm to support the club's Hand Off the Kids community program that's committed to enriching the lives of children. Also, with partnership help from Pepsi Beverages, First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, the Storm will be able to distribute over 1,000.
The game's going to be pretty clean and hopefully continue fighting, getting better, working at what they need to do to become a better team.
So the Sioux Falls Storm, after the return of Corey Williams out to about the 16, will have the ball 1st and 10 at that point. 9:47, clock will start with the snap of the football. Rashad Mungro gets over the ball as the center. And now a new quarterback. As they get it into Powell, he gives the handoff, goes to Robbie Rouse. Right side carry, he's got some room. He's at the 20, 25, 20, 15. Inside the 15, all the way down to the 12-yard line. Robbie Rouse, the Mighty Mouse, takes it all the way down for a Storm first down at the 12.
I love it, Rich. That's exactly what we were talking about. He got the ball and was running east and west. He put his foot in the ground, made one move, went straight down the field and picked up 20. Great run.
But new at quarterback, Drew Powell, 6'3", 220 out of Livingstone College. He's left-handed, but he's also ambidextrous.
What does that mean, Rich? Both hands?
Both hands.
Thanks, man.
All right. 2 in motion, left slot. Powell, toss goes out there to Robbie Rouse. Found a bit of a corner to turn, and he takes it down inside the 10, down to about the 6-yard line as that picks up about 6.
Yeah, the other unique thing about Robbie is just, I don't know, how tall is he?
5'6".
And that's difficult as a tackler to get your pad level low enough to, get him down.
Yes.
He's just a kid that on contact, he's gonna get a couple extra yards.
He's from Fresno State, former Storm teammate of yours, is now the offensive coordinator at Fresno State.
Yep.
Kalen DeBoer.
I played with Kalen maybe 1 or 2 years is all.
Yeah.
I don't remember how many, but yep.
And now Powell gets the shotgun snap. Again, it's handoff to Robbie Rouse. Right side carry. Turns it into the end zone. Touchdown, Robbie Rouse, the Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, let's give that one to the Storm's receivers, man. They did a great job of blocking on the perimeter and gave him a lane to get up and get in the end zone. Nice job by the receivers blocking on that one. I think Tatum was out there, and I'm not sure who the other guy was out there.
So that's the third rushing touchdown by Robbie Rouse. And the score escalates 70-13. And now Justin Saravatka will try his 10th point after touchdown.
I think he may have changed shoes again. Maybe he's got another color on, Rich.
He's trying to match them. They look similar.
Oh,
and it didn't work.
Jinxed him.
We jinxed him.
He's mad, too. That's what I love about kickers. He is not happy.
7:33 to play in this contest, and I'll wrap up that scoring drive when we come back. But you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Sioux Falls Specialty Hospital and Craven Bar and Grill right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1. We'll be back in 1 minute. Storm leading 70-13 over the Barnstormers. Back in 1 minute.
Jeff and Debbie Luther recently remodeled their house, and their new heat and glow from
3 more 30 is all we need to do.
All right. Over the Barnstormers, back in 1 minute.
Jeff and Debbie Luther recently remodeled their house, and their new heat and glow from
3 more 30 is all we need to do.
All right. Over the Barnstormers, back in 1 minute.
Jeff and Debbie Luther recently remodeled their house, and their new heat and glow from
3 more 30 is all we need to do.
All right. Over the Barnstormers, back in 1 minute. And the Sioux Falls Storm lead in this contest 70-13. 70-13. And now Saravatka puts this up. High end over end kick. And it's going to be Ballantyne on the right side. Moves it to the left. He's at the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And finally going to be tripped up at about the 20-yard line of the Sioux Falls Storm. And making that trip tackle was Tyler Knight.
Yeah, one thing I like to see, Rich, is you got your defensive players on the kickoff team, which is something that some players don't want to take part in this kickoff. They take that off, and it seems like the Sioux Falls Storm defense is pretty accustomed to playing kickoff team.
So now after the kickoff and the return down to the Sioux Falls Storm 20-yard line, it is first down and 10 for the Barnstormers. New linebacker for the Sioux Falls Storm is Elijah Fields. Two in motion, one each side. Handoff goes inside, gets it there to Bender, but Bender is going to be wrapped up and brought down by Nick Richardson. Richardson out of Abilene Christian University. Came in the ballgame with a tackle and a half for the season. Good to see him getting time on the field in this game tonight. Stay tuned. We're going to be naming the player of the game, brought to you by Cleaver's Market. So the fake handoff goes there to, they try to get it to Bender on the handoff. Pass goes upfield, brought down incomplete, as Ballantyne and Hefty were both in the general vicinity.
Yeah, Watkins again just did exactly the same as Richard was doing earlier, just sitting on them short routes, not worried about the deep routes. If you can't threaten deep, those DBs are going to be sitting on your receivers all night long.
So now it is third down. Third down and 8 from the Sioux Falls Storm 18-yard line. And the quarterback.
Looks like Sioux Falls is going to blitz on this one here, possibly.
Partridge gets a snap.
Out.
No blitz. Pass goes upfield, low down and away, but it's going to be brought in by Hefty, and it's going to be a first down. First down at about the Sioux Falls Storm 9-yard line.
It's a down and distance that Coach Hermanson in the past likes to blitz in those situations.
So now it is first down and goal. First down and goal from the 9-yard line The Barnstormers trailing the Storm 70-13. And this is the time of the game that you're playing for pride. Motion on both sides of the ball. Fakes the handoff. It's going to be Partridge carrying it, but he's going to be wrapped up and brought down as Claude Davis comes up with another tackle. 5:18. Clock is counting. Join us after the game. Coach Riggs will be up here in the booth, and we'll be talking about this contest. Also give you a bit of an update and a preview of the game coming up on Saturday, as the Sioux Falls Storm going to be hosting the Wichita Falls Nighthawks. And McCullum and company going to be bringing their high-powered offense to the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Two in motion to the right side. Partridge back to pass, under pressure, lofted for the end zone, throws it up in the crowd. Actually hit the post, the goal post. Incomplete. It's going to bring up second down, and Partridge has found himself getting himself peeled off the carpet many times tonight.
Yes, and when he's ran the ball, he's gotten some big hits. He's taken some shots. He runs high. He allows his body to be exposed. He's been hit many times tonight. Sioux Falls got a lot of pressure on him on that one.
Clock continues to roll. We're down to about 4 minutes to go in this contest, 70-13. The Sioux Falls Storm with the lead, and it is third down and goal from the 10-yard line. Third down and goal from the 10-yard line. There's the snap. Partridge bounces, throws end zone through the intended receiver's hands, Roland, and Partridge was kind of just dancing over there trying to get somebody to throw to it. He finally found somebody who was a little bit too hot for him to handle.
Yep, Sioux Falls sent some pressure on that, and Partridge did a good job of using his feet. Iowa got a receiver open, just couldn't bring it down.
3:20, clock is counting. Fourth quarter, Storm leading 70-13. 70-13. And now Partridge, shotgun formation. It is fourth down and goal from the 10-yard line. Motion, line of scrimmage, and flags come out.
Ball start, 72. Offense, 5-yard penalty, remains. Fourth down.
So fourth down. Fourth down now, and 15 yards to go to the goal line for the Iowa Barnstormers, trailing the Storm 70-13. 70-13, clock rolls, 2:51 to play in the contest. And it'll keep rolling basically until we get to the 1-minute warning, and then plays into the boards, incomplete passes, and first downs, time enough to lube. The chains will stop the clock. Back to pass, Partridge with time. Now he's going to run. Now he's going to throw. Throws end zone, tipped up in the air, all but picked off. And this time, I think that brinking that pass up for the Sioux Falls Storm was Freddie Barnes.
Yep, I think you're right on that. Sioux Falls did a good job of taking the initial route away from Iowa. The receivers didn't move much once the quarterback scrambled, and unfortunately they couldn't get in the end zone for Iowa.
Fourth down, it was incompleted pass, so the Sioux Falls Storm will take over on downs. And the ball is resting at the 15-yard line of the Sioux Falls Storm. Clock reads 2 minutes and 28 seconds to play in this contest. Storm leading 70-13. And now Drew Powell in at quarterback for the Sioux Falls Storm. And he's going to send receivers wide both sides. Tatum deep on the right and Williams on the left. Pass goes off to the left side, all but picked off by Jamie Bender, who's playing both sides of the ball right now. As that time, Powell threw the pass into the left flat.
Yep, that's a good play by Jamie. They're anticipating what the route was going to be, and Powell's just assuming that guy was going to be open, which he wasn't on that defensive set for Iowa. Clock continues to roll. 2:23 and counting, fourth quarter.
Sioux Falls Storm leading 70-13. Play clock continues to roll. 12 seconds left to go. Fakes the handoff. Powell, the left-hander, fires upfield. Nice arm. Throws it up there. Complete there to Melvin German. He caught it at about the 20. Rolled by Bender after a gain, couple more yards, down to about the 18.
Yeah, he throws a nice ball. He's got a quick release. Got nice touch to it. Receiver made a great catch on that play.
Well, Poppy and I talked it over. We had a couple different ways we could have gone as far as the player of the game, but we decided the Cleavers Market Storm player of the game will be announced right after this play. 1:36 to play. Here's the handoff, goes to Robbie Rouse. This time he's going to be tackled and brought down for a loss. Back to about the 20-yard line, loss of 2.
Yep, good play by Iowa on that one. Again, that little zone stretch, that read, did a good job of taking care of the ball on that.
But the Cleavers Market, from local South Dakota raised meat and fresh picked produce to rare international delicacies, Cleavers Market strives to provide their customers with the highest quality. Shopping at Cleavers Market is an experience for all 5 senses. And a whistle on the field.
Second warning.
And the 1-minute timeout. But the Cleavers Market player of the game, and Poppy and I are going with defensive safety Matt Hermanson. An interception tonight, leading tackler with 10 tackles. Also broken pass. Did a great job defensively for the Sioux Falls Storm. And it's Matt Hermanson, the Cleavers Market Storm player of the game. We'll pause for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Storm Football right here on KWSN.
Hello, I'm Dr. Galen Stoll. The opportunity to work with the Storm for the past 3 seasons has been very enjoyable.
And the Cleavers Market Storm player of the game. We'll pause for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Storm Football right here on KWSN.
Hello, I'm Dr. Galen Stoll. The opportunity to work with the Storm for the past 3 seasons has been very enjoyable.
And the Cleavers Market Storm player of the game. We'll pause for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Storm Football right here on KWSN.
Hello, I'm Dr. Galen Stoll. The opportunity to work with the Storm for the past 3 seasons has been very enjoyable.
And the Cleavers Market Storm player of the game. We'll pause for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Storm Football right here on KWSN.
Hello, I'm Dr. Galen Stoll. The opportunity to work with the Storm for the past 3 seasons has been very enjoyable.
Looking at them,
meaning like I like their uniforms. I don't like do you ever watch that stuff when you're on the road or playing different teams?
I certainly do.
I've always been interested in Iowa's helmets. I think those are pretty unique with glasses on top. They're looking, like they have there.
That helmet was voted as one of the top 10 all-time most iconic helmets ever produced.
They're pretty sweet. I like them.
Got the goggles on the top from the Barnstormers that would fly with their Jennies and their bi-wing planes with the goggles, and that's where this team was named the Barnstormers.
Yep, very unique helmet.
Clock rolls, and we're going to wrap this pup up. 3-2-1, the Sioux Falls Storm wins 70-13 over the Iowa Barnstormers, 70-13. And the Sioux Falls Storm has 64 games in a row here at home that they have been victorious. And the Storm have a short week coming up as they're going to be hosting the Wichita Falls Nighthawks coming up on Saturday. That game is at 7:05. But we'll wrap this pup up with the post-game show. We'll have a conversation with the head coach, Curtis Riggs, give you an update of the stats for the ball game and anything else that Poppy and I can think of to talk about over the course of the next 20 minutes or so. So anyway, folks, stay tuned. We have the post-game show coming. The Sioux Falls Storm wins 70-13 over the Iowa Barnstormers. We'll be back with the post-game show after we pause for this 2-minute timeout. This is Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
2.5 would get us up.
Storm football on 98.1, 1230 Sports.
For this 2-minute timeout, this is Sioux Falls Sports Radio AM 12.
And by
Three more minute break.
Yeah, go ahead and finish this out for the game spots, and then we'll have those other timeouts.
Yeah, after this you'll have 2-minute breaks. Yeah, two 1-minute breaks. After this.
Very good.
Budweiser. Hey, Storm fans, when you're at the game, grab some buds. There's more Storm football coming your way. Stay tuned for the postgame show after these sponsor messages.
All right. Thanks, Matt. Congratulations, later. Once again.
I'm Todd Jacobson, General Manager of Building Hyundai. Today, I'd like you to get to know one of my favorite Hyundais, the 2017 Hyundai Sonata. The Sonata is a classic sedan that really turns heads. It's a I'm Todd Jacobson, General Manager of Building Hyundai. Today, I'd like you to get to know one of my favorite Hyundais, the 2017 Hyundai Sonata. The Sonata is a classic sedan that really turns heads. It's a I'm Todd Jacobson, General Manager of Building Hyundai. Today, I'd like you to get to know one of my favorite Hyundais, the 2017 Hyundai Sonata. The Sonata is a classic sedan that really turns heads. It's a
They moved to a record of 4-1, and they are tied with the Wichita Falls Nighthawks in the United Conference. And those two teams will be matched up this coming Saturday, 7 o'clock right here at the Denny Sanford Premier Center in Sioux Falls. And those two teams will lock up, and we'll have a showdown. The Nighthawks off this weekend. They have a bye. The Sioux Falls Storm going to be working with a short week. And Poppy, in the course of the time that you played for the Sioux Falls Storm, your body takes a while to recover. 5 days is a short week as far as recovery and preparation.
It does, and actually what I learned is usually on Mondays I would go in and run acceleration on the treadmill, and it seems like it would be the opposite, like you'd want to rest.
Yeah.
But once I did that and started into routine where I'd actually run on Monday, I felt by Wednesday I was ready to go again for the next Friday or Saturday's game. Okay. So, I mean, basically, if you can stay out of a lot of big contact or any of those major injuries, those little nagging ones, usually you're recovered. And then generally when the game starts, if you do have any pain, the adrenaline takes over and you're ready to go for the game again. So it's a long season, but again, it's something that you just do. It's something that's part of the game, and everybody deals with it.
The interesting thing for a lot of the rookies that come in, they don't realize just how long this season is. There's 16 regular season games, plus the couple of playoffs if you're fortunate enough to get to the championship game. And ordinarily, these guys are playing maybe a 12-game schedule. Those extra 4 weeks really can take a toll on the body.
Yeah, the other nice thing about it, though, one big difference from when I was in college is college practice was pretty grueling for us when I was in college. So for the Storm, it's not it's not to that intensity level, you know, so your body's not getting broken down as much on a daily basis at practice with the Storm. It's more of mental preparation, you know, physically, you know, working on your skills here and there, and then ultimately knowing that it's a long season, you have to keep your guys fresh.
And the difference between this and college team, you might have 80 to 100 players. You're going to have a very deep bench as far as injuries and things like this. Here there's 25-man roster.
Yep.
You can only dress 21 on the game day, so you can't afford to beat each other up during practice.
Very true, Rich.
Because you don't have anybody to back up.
Mm-hmm. And the cool thing about Sioux Falls is it's a great place to have an indoor team or arena team, is just because the town, you know, embraces it. You've got a great venue to play in, which was here or the arena.
Yeah.
And also the medical staff is unbelievable.
Oh, my, yeah.
And the medical staff is on board. They come to the games. They enjoy the players. They're ready to go. They're part of the whole team.
And a part of that, Orthopedic Institute and Sioux Falls Specialty Hospital, the two the medical teams that take care of the Sioux Falls Storm, and they do a fantastic job. Ryan Brink and his staff does just a fantastic job day in and day out, practice in, practice out, keeping these guys on the field and playing for the Sioux Falls Storm. When we come back, we'll have the statistics of this contest. Storm win at home, their 64th win at home in a row, and they defeat the Iowa Barnstormers by a score of 70-13. And we'll be back after this 1-minute timeout, and we'll have the statistics of this contest for you. You're listening to Storm Football right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
No matter what you do, getting the job.
I'm sorry, we do have 2 more 1-minute breaks after this.
Oh, 2 more after this?
Yep.
Okay.
I missed one there.
Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
No matter what you do, getting the job.
I'm sorry.
Orthopedic medicine is all we do. So if you had trouble with any part of that little exercise, we're here to help.
5,
Orthopedic
4,
Institute.
3,
We're the ones
2,
to trust to
1.
keep your body
Easy.
in motion.
Back to you.
And welcome back to the post-game show. I'm Rich Frosty, along with Shannon Poppingev. Coach Riggs will be joining us in a few moments, but we'll run down the statistics of this ball game tonight. In rushing yards for the Sioux Falls Storm, 24 carries, 112 yards. 21 carries for the Iowa Barnstormers, a total of 25 yards. In passing, 137 yards by the Barnstormers. The Sioux Falls Storm had 129. Total offense, Iowa's 54 plays, 162 yards. The Sioux Falls Storm, 39 plays, 241 yards. Penalties, the Storm penalized 3 times for 25 yards. The Iowa Barnstormers, 6 for 29. Third down conversions, Iowa 4 of 10, Storm 4 of 6. Fourth down, Iowa 1 of 5, and they came into the ball game 6 for 6 in fourth down tries. Tonight they were limited to 1 out of 5. The Storm 1 of 1 in fourth down conversions. Red zone scores, 4 chances, 3 scores for Iowa. Storm 5 for 5 red zone scoring chances. In passing for Iowa Barnstormers, Travis Partridge, 7 of 33, 3 interceptions, no touchdowns, 137 yards. Partridge, leading ball carrier, 14 carries, a net of 10, 1 touchdown. In receiving, Hefty had 6 receptions for a total of 51 yards. Valentine, 3 for 23. Rowland, 3 for 20. Bender, 2 for 19. Williams, 2 for 18. And Lester, 1 for a total of 16 yards. Leading defender for the Iowa Barnstormers with a total of 9 tackles was Javis Jones. And the Iowa Barnstormers had 3 tackles for loss, 1 each by Myers, Love, and also Allen. No sacks, no pass breakups, no interceptions for the defense for the Iowa Barnstormers. Taylor Vincent was the next leading tackler with 5.5 for the night. Offensively for the Sioux Falls Storm, Lorenzo Brown, 11 of 13, no interceptions, 3 passing touchdowns, 112 yards. His long was of 30. Jewel Powell came in later. He was 1 of 2 for a total of 17 yards, and that one pass was for the 17 yards. Leading rusher for the Sioux Falls Storm, Robbie Rouse. He had 15 carries for a total of 80 yards. 2 for loss, so a net of 78. 3 rushing touchdowns. His long was of 23 yards. In receiving for the Sioux Falls Storm, Melvin German had 6 grabs, 61 yards. He had a touchdown receptions. Mike Tatum, 4 grabs, 46 yards, 2 receiving touchdowns. Corey Williams and Robbie Rouse each had 1 reception, 16 and 6 yards, respectively. Leading tackler for the Sioux Falls Storm tonight, Matt Hermanson. They do things a little bit different. The live stats and the hard stats a little bit different, how they count the half a sack. But anyway, leading tackler was Carlton Watkins with a total of 8, followed by Matt Hermanson with 7.5. Hermanson also had a tackle for a loss, an interception. He returned for 16 yards and 2 broken passes. Tyler Knight had a total of 6.5 tackles, followed by Richardson with 6. Smith with a 4, and other tacklers. Claude Davis had 4 tackles. He also had a tackle